You guys were right there.
Un, I will do my best to ensure that we both. Un, I will do my best to ensure that we both. Push comes to shove. I'll make sure you don't.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be the other way around.
He didn't finish. He meant you don't get away.
If you leave me to die, I'm cutting off your antlers, you motherfucker.
Dude, uncool.
That's not okay.
Only if you can reach.
Okay, I'll change that.
That's like extremely racist and offensive. Un.
That is offensive.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you guys are incorporating my world lore into your oh my god.
Holy fuck.
That's real racist of me over here. Oh, I love you guys for doing that.
What
Yeah.
race would Peter Griffin be?
Humans?
Pig.
White?
It's human.
Yes.
I was thinking
He
dwarf.
would be like Gretchen.
He would be like a fat race
that's-
because he's fat.
Can't even. Okay, let me see. This stuff is lagging for some reason. I don't know why. Who cares? Me? Not really. Maybe I care enough.
Also, I just like to say in footnotes that Benedict is not naked. Smile.
How's he not nude?
He has little underwears.
Oh, so
his
he's like he
little-
came in there with his like Mormon chastity.
Oh, you were
underwear?
shy?
Yeah. He's shy.
Okay. I mean, I see. I mean, I get it. I guess. Maybe. Okay. So I got this. Maybe something's really lagging me. I don't know if I care enough.
This motherfucker wears swimming trunks to the bath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have colors
It's
around
pretty
our
when you wear a bra to
stuff
the
now.
pool as well.
That's cool.
So
Is
what?
that new?
So would you? I don't
We
know
have,
what
like,
you said. Oh, you mean the
around
colors
our
on the top? That is
name.
new, I think.
Yeah.
No, I think just Un changed his color.
Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe someone changed it. Yeah, Un probably changed his color. I don't think it's
Yeah,
necessarily new. I
he's
don't-
white now. He wasn't white before.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh. No wonder you said that about Peter Griffin earlier, Un. I see what's happening.
I can be black. That is my heart.
I just literally can't see anymore.
Like
Alright.
my heart.
Does anyone have any questions, concerns, things they'd like to bring up?
Die, fat man.
Uh,
Stewie Griffin. Sorry, what were you saying?
asking if anyone has any questions, concerns, anything they'd like to bring up or talk about at the start of the session, before we get into recap or anything like that.
I think I'm good. Anyone else?
I'm pretty good.
Okay.
You're pretty good?
I said my thing.
Yes, it seems we're all doing pretty well. Hopefully everyone is in a pretty good mood. I'm feeling pretty well. I got my coffee. Chilling out. Hope everyone got some sleep. Because today is a big day. You think we've had boss fights before? No. This entire session's been leading up to this point. Assuming you don't die to Gretchen. or something
All
like
right,
that.
guys. How do we stretch this out so that we don't even get to the Tailor? In this
Go
session.
to go to prison. There you go. That's your solution.
Sounds good.
Yes. Been a crime.
Alright, tell us start throwing rocks.
Ideally,
Let's
you'll
make
be
new
there.
characters
at
and be
the thing.
people from Family Guy.
Anyway, I shall get into our recap very briefly. Last session, after having managed to, the session prior, kill Mako Miguel, you went up the stairs where you faced off against Esther Alvarez, the fire mage, realizing things fell apart as she called your bluff, as the bag of money you handed her that you had not checked didn't have seemingly enough money to prevent her from believing you liars. So to prevent any more disaster, she decides to fight you. But in a very one-sided fight, due to you all getting the jump on her, she more or less got her ass handed to her, as well as the poor man who was with her, as they're both stun-locked, as Damu used the Seeker's Waves, a gift from, arguably a gift, from the battle with all the Night Lords. He manages to cast a much higher level spell than imaginable, wiping out the man and greatly wounding Esther. To where then the snake that has been summoned blocks off the passageway from You were warned by the two lone men who let you out that things probably aren't going to be very easy, though they don't understand that it was an accident, but both of you, or all of you, kind of realize that things probably will get a lot more rough, as they'll probably revive Maestro Miguel, and it's probably only a matter of time until they realize, oh, that Damu actually stole money, which you guys don't know either yet, or haven't talked about. But you guys know you are probably kind of on a time frame. And then you decided to go to a bathhouse, which happened to be Gretchen's bathhouse, down in Crevice, where you found yourself having a lovely conversation in a bath, until stumbling through was Big Mama Gretchen, a literal ogre. She's not human, she actually is an ogre.
MILF.
As she more or less forces herself upon you, not doing anything overly lewd, but obviously uncomfortable. And as Hawkins said, all of you were clean until she showed up. So that's where we were left, as Kira and Dom basically redressed. And also, the dresses you would have put back on would be like new, like robes almost. Like you aren't wearing exactly what you're wearing because they're so tattered. They just kind of give you new outfits. And they just...
What about my onesie?
I know you still have that. Like yours is... Well, you didn't take yours off. You're a teddy bear. I don't think. Unless you did.
No, I just washed everything while it's on my body.
Yeah, so you didn't lose yours, but like, for example, Kira probably would have lost her tattered robes and has been given like a new, like, semi-cloak. Nothing special, just something to replace it, because you can't really clean what you guys had. Anyway, so you kind of have some new clothes on, but as you're walking out, kind of thinking about your friends, a shadow suddenly looms over the top of you as you hear a crashing sound coming from behind you as you stepped outside. The three of you inside of Gretchen's arms realize you're now falling towards the ground. You don't have much time to think, but you're probably about 35 feet in the air and falling quickly. Kira and Dom, you hear this? I mean, what do? You two on the ground, what's your reactions? You've yet to notice what it is, but I mean, you probably have a gut-wrenching idea.
The sky blacks out.
I mean, I'm just gonna play dead. Pretend I'm not alive.
I guess I can see this meteor falling down.
You don't quite know if it's going to hit you yet, but you know it's right now. Yeah, it's kind of just blotted out the lights, so you don't know where it is yet. Yeah.
I am going to do my best to blend in with the crowd, or just try to hide.
So, yeah, okay. You... It's really hard. So you can definitely blend in. I'm not going to stop you, but let me describe kind of the crowd so you kind of understand what you're working with here. The crowd is made up of a couple types of people. You have the various obvious prostitutes, the women and men of the night. Some of them are human, some of them aren't human. But they all kind of wear skimpy clothes, and they all are obviously trying to like pander to people walking by. People walking by all have their heads down, or they have their heads turned up with a bottle in their hands. You see some scratching and wiping at their face as if there's something on them without there being anything. You see a couple groups of people like kind of laughing as they point around. Obviously, everyone around you is very intoxicated. And when you look at them in the eyes, when you try to pass by, you realize that their eyes are hardly even there. They're more like, it's almost like they're asleep while they're awake. As you kind of blend in, you realize none of these people are really like you at all. And they're all low-life, probably degenerates. Some of them may have money, but none of them are... I'm not quite sure what you would have as an elf, as you are in a unique position. But a normal elf, wood elf or not... probably would see these people not even as creatures. So that's kind of what you're blending in with here. As you can kind of blend in and move around, but there also aren't that many people over here. There's a decent amount, but there's not too many. So please roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
We'll see.
Fudge.
Maybe you hid really well. Let's find out. Then I make this. Let's see.
And I like have an action prepared, or as soon as if I think she notices me, I just run.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can do that. Dom, you realize what Kira is trying to do. You need to do nothing more. As suddenly you witness it, you try and blend in, you look behind you as you poor three guys don't have much you can do. As you see the ground coming towards you more and more quickly. Don't worry, Big Mama. We're going to keep you safe. As she smashes into the ground, she kind of like turns on her shoulder. As she kind of smashes into the ground, you feel the three of you get squeezed together. And you get squeezed in between her breasts. Like everything, it's almost like a push-up bra suddenly happens.
I'm gonna throw up.
You guys are in the middle of this. You guys are like pushed face to face to each other, basically fully nude. In between this oil slipping everywhere.
Can we get a visual
really
representation for the three guys? Can we get the token back just so that way they can visualize Big Mama?
No,
yeah, sorry,
that was
I don't
my
have Big Mama
favorite
here.
part of the session.
forgot.
Was not having the token.
She's there now. Sorry, I totally forgot Big Mama's not on the old screen. Let's see.
Live
Big Mama
Gretchen's
Gretchen.
reaction.
So as you're being squeezed up in between her chest here, she smashes into the ground. You all jitter. You probably smash your heads into each other. If this was a very weird scene, no telling what else happens. You guys are barely. You have nothing to hold on to, quite frankly. The only thing keeping you together is the friction with each other and her body. As
Wait,
Kira,
she's
you
not
see.
holding us there then?
Oh, you like pushed. You like pushed between each other. Like she's basically like turning into a ball almost. You like stuck in her like shirt. But there's a chance you guys to fall out, I suppose.
Can we
But
like
at
try
your own
to
risk.
crawl out?
You're still falling midair. You can try and crawl out though.
Okay, I'll wait for her to land then.
Mm-hmm. As Kira, you kind of turn around seeing this, you hear like a scream as someone moves off to the side, kind of spooked. As you turn and you see just a ball of flesh hit the ground and roll, almost like a roly-poly, as it just kind of slows down. And as it slows down, you just see kind of this mass of flesh start to stand up, as it kind of reforms almost back into the semi-human looking Big Mama Gretchen. Ugh, you boys okay now, right? Let Big Mama give you a kiss. No. She kind of like lifts. She kind of like reaches into her like blouse as she's like feeling around. She like grabs your head, Hawkins, and pulls you up by your head. Now you tell me where your friend is. You see her anywhere?
Will you let me go? Will you
Well,
let
your
me
friend
go?
needs your treatment. But Big Mama Gretchen help you.
Do I see her?
You can do a perception check. Are you looking? Are you like genuinely trying to find her or not?
I think I don't think he's like doing a scan, I guess, but he's not like intently looking super hard.
No, you can just do a normal perception. Yeah. You see Kira turn around, kind of. What does Kira like look like seeing all this happen? And
I
knowing what's
imagine.
going to come.
I imagine with itself, Kira kind of just like has her back turned. Maybe if Hawkins sees her, she'd just be like whistling, kind of like
The only person in the crowd whistling.
like
There's
really
no-
obvious. You can tell it's Kira. She's not playing it well.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hawkins, over here.
I was like, so maybe it's like scratching. You can just scratching my butt, whistling. Like, oh, ha ha ha. Don't notice me.
You can tell Kira does not want to be seen, but she is definitely out here.
I don't know. Maybe she's gone back inside.
I'm trying to think of a way to persuade this whale that they're being bad.
Being bad? She's being very
Yeah.
loving, I think.
No. Being
No.
fucking delusional, pal.
You guys can feel free to do anything. She's not someone who doesn't listen to you.
Slash me tries to crawl out.
Do acrobatics check now.
Make a check. Make a let's see if to make athletics probably. You guys are like squeezed in between each other.
The what I
Like,
don't
just, like,
have
flip
a
anything.
modifier for. And I have disadvantage.
Oh yeah, you're
Uh-huh.
exhausted, aren't you?
I doubt it'll matter.
Let's see what she gets. Hold on, I got roll for. Oops.
Please fuck it up.
It. Oh, you trying to get away from Big Mama? Oh, you just want to kiss again, don't you? As you kind of like try and squeeze up. She like pulls you the rest of the way up.
I don't.
Now let's go find your friend.
I actually vomit everywhere inside of her shirt.
What have you had to eat in the last 12 hours? I don't know if you guys even ate. You didn't have anything to throw up. Yeah, you did
doesn't even
swallow your own
matter.
blood.
Yeah, I've been eating my own blood. Okay. So
You just start dry
vom-
heaving?
Okay. No, I start heaving. I vomit up some blood, and then I go.
Okay. Hawkins, Benedict, you suddenly feel a new substance down below. As you hear these noises come from Damu. The floor is your guys'. Good luck. Figure it out.
Intimidation check.
Sure, I don't know. I'll oh, man. Ugh! Getting a little queasy. Oh, man. As she kind of like reaches back into her blouse. And you feel like suddenly she grabs the back of your shell, Damu, starts pulling you up. Don't worry, baby. I had a kid or two when I was younger.
No.
I know how to let you be at ease. She starts almost like rocking you back and forth. Little Torrente.
They're rocking my body, and it looks like my head is just like falling behind with all the movements. It's just like whoa.
Hawkins. And Benedict, you're now more soiled than you were.
No.
I mean, he threw up, dude. What do you expect?
Remember when we were trying to get cleaned? That was fun.
But we all pay customers. We'd really like to go back inside.
Oh, wait. That one. She kind of like turns your
Yes,
head,
indeed.
Hawkins. She kind of like turns your head to where you were looking a second ago. I think that one's wearing one of our robes. Ah.
Do I hear that?
You do.
I start running.
Where are you going? Don't run from Big Mama. As you see people in the crowd are like, oh my, it's Gretchen, move. As people start moving, you see these people with their dead eyes like start to like brighten up for a moment as if they have a moment of sobriety as they start moving to the sides. As you hear these hammering feet come behind you as they slap. They're almost like feel like they're hammering, but then you have that weird sound like when your bare feet hit pavement, where it's like kind of more of like a clapping sound. So you kind of hear that as she runs across this cold stone.
Literally hearing claps as we're going through.
So this is the way it's went. So we are going to enter a skill challenge.
Oh, God.
It'll be
Good luck.
pretty-
Good luck, Mo 5.
well, technically all of you are part of it.
Skill challenge exit
do
the
anything.
bosom.
But skill challenges get away from Gretchen or defuse Gretchen, whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty easy one. You're going to need 4 successes before you get 3 failures. So it should be pretty damn easy. Do any of you not remember how
Animal
skill challenges work?
handling on
So
there.
the way I'd suggest skill challenges work, we'll go. We don't have an order or anything. If you have an idea, you do it. I'll probably ask you maybe an order, but anyone can do anything they want. For example, if you wanted to use animal handling, which probably wouldn't work in this situation, we'll assume I'll give you one that would actually work. Persuasion. Let's say you use persuasion. If Hawkins persuades Gretchen to let you guys go, that's great. However, he cannot persuade her again, but any of you can use persuasion. So you can't use the same skill twice, but 2 of you can use the same skill, as long as the same person isn't. And the way it works is if you succeed and get 4 successes, you more or less get let go. If you get 3 failures, well, it's going to get a lot worse for you guys. All right. Does anyone want to start? My suggestions would be maybe something like persuasion or anything.
I would like to start off with a religion check.
Okay, well, how are you going to use religion to try and help the situation? Your goal right now is to escape.
I'm gonna condemn them to hell.
That. So, are you suggesting you're trying to like get the help of a deity, or if you're just doing
No,
that,
I
like,
was just
verbally,
gonna.
it's
I was
not
just
going
gonna
to-
start. Oh, okay, I was gonna just start preaching at them like I was losing my mind.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I think.
First
So
time we use a
is
divine
your?
intervention.
I think that'd probably be a little bit more persuasion anyway, or deception, because you're trying to convince
and
them of
what the
something
fuck is the point of this religion?
when you're doing things.
What's the point of
more
the
about
religion?
religion.
I'm being religiously hateful right now.
What? All right. Do you guys have some
Based.
suggestions, or does anyone have any like?
I
ideas?
am gonna. My survival instincts just kick in, and I am going to do my best to survive this situation, aka ensure that she does not touch me. Does that work?
Well, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to do like a survival roll, athletics to run faster? Are you trying to
I'm
hide
gonna do.
somewhere?
I'm gonna do a what is it? A survival roll.
So, what do you like? How are you trying to? Are
To
you
like
trying
to hide back into the crowd, or like using years of hiding and running away. The skill comes in for me to once again survive this opportunity or survive this encounter.
All right. Yes, you can please roll a survival as you try to almost blend back in using the experience you've had. This is definitely a little bit different than your hiding in the wilderness. However, it's not that much different, as you realize this is much more difficult than having to blend with the nature. Nature does not really move. These people move; they're all trying to get out of the way. And as they get out of the way, it's harder and harder for you to find somewhere to hide because it's very clear that you're running and everyone else is like parting the sea for you as she's following you. But you manage to kind of pitter and patter around as you kind of turn behind one of these buildings, going through the crowd, and you, three of you with Gretchen right now, you kind of hear, where did she go? Left or right? Big Mama's gonna find you. And she's gonna give her all your lovins. You kind of hear that in the distance, Kira, but you realize you made at least a little bit of distance, but you're kind of stuck behind this building now. But that's one success.
Oh god.
Alright, I have an idea. Would I be able to use animal handling to do something with Anatoly?
Perhaps. What are you trying to do with Anatoly?
I would like Anatoly to use his pseudopods
All right.
to, like, tie her legs up while she's running.
Yeah. Please, yes, do an animal handling. Yeah, go ahead. That's a good idea. I like that one.
Hey, can we do a dexterity check where I get fucking body slammed?
If you want, maybe. So you're trying to use... Will you click the pseudopods, please? So I can see exactly if there's any kind of thing she needs to against. All right, please describe how this happens as you start to command Anatoly.
Anatoly is gonna crawl off my head and then straight down her leg. And then once her legs are together, he's just gonna grab them both together and then pull.
As he kind of pulls, you see her go down. As he kind of pulls, you can feel, with your kind of connection with Anatoly, you can tell Anatoly is not comfortable. Even as a mimic, he feels grossed out. You can tell this. As like he has to go down to her legs. He has to go through some like places he doesn't really want to go, and so he's kind of hesitating. And he realizes instead of going where the ideal place for him to be to wrap her up, he kind of tries to, go a little bit shorter than necessary, and she just doesn't even notice it as she starts walking towards the building that Kira's behind. That is one fell. A very good idea, though. Anyone else?
Can I try doing intimidation? I guess he's gonna basically gonna try and berate her. Listen, Big Baba, we're paying customers. Bring us back, or we're never gonna spend our fucking money in your establishment again. I'm utterly. He's doing like a cat. I am appalled right now. Yeah, I'm putting all the Karen I can right now.
You say you are a pond?
Appalled.
Oh, a pond.
He's British.
I said
Leave
a
him be,
pond.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm so confused.
Why, I am a pond.
Sure. As I will try to move her along to where you guys roughly are. As you say that, she looks at you. Is Big Mama
Should I
not
roll?
making you happy? Yeah, please. Big Mama not making you happy?
No, I'm not happy at all. I'm upset.
Oh my god. You.
I can't even help you with the card on that. One.
As you trying to say
Number
that,
one.
when you say you're sad, she's like, "Oh, don't worry,
I'm
baby.
upset. He's
I'm
asking
gonna
for
get
me
your
a little
friend, and we're all gonna be one happy family
bit. I wanna
together."
go.
What the hell? Did we just get
I
adopted?
wanna go.
she kind of like hugs all of you. Now let's go find your friend. That's one more failure. That's really good, but awful,
All my
guys.
intimidation checks have been so bad.
That was so good. Okay, who's not? Who has an idea? You guys are currently
Okay.
Empty.
1 for 2. You guys are currently in a bad spot.
1 second. I have an idea.
You guys can definitely talk to each other about this stuff too, as well, if you want to run it by each other. This is a group thing.
Okay.
Am I able to
Wha-
make one?
Yeah, you can do it if you have something you think could help in the situation. You guys should probably talk it out.
Could I like sprint up behind Gretchen and bash her with my shield and shove her over?
We did that. Did that in a second. Let's let Leroy go first because I think he has an
Okay,
idea.
okay. So what I'm gonna do is I was kind of inspired by your idea of kind of reaching out to one of the deities. So is this wait? And I kind of just want to fuck. I guess that's almost intimidation, but
It really depends how you do it.
okay. So I don't know how it usually works in D&D. Does it matter? Can I just kind of
Well, you
make
could
it up?
ask. I mean, you could probably ask. We'd probably have an answer for what you're trying to figure out.
Would I know? Well, I guess I would know a lot of the deities because I'm very well
Probably
versed in
would.
history.
This would probably be a situation to roll religion on like a proper deity for whatever you're looking for. But depends what you're looking for too, because I don't know quite what you're trying to achieve yet.
I would like a. Guys, do you think I do something that makes them like drowsy, or do I make them passive, or something like that? Is that what I look
Oh.
for? I'm trying to think of like because like of course different deities would do different things to people if I called on them, right?
Let's assume they answer your
So-
call.
That's assuming they answer.
Yeah, that's
That
Smart
doesn't matter.
That's a
Yeah,
good
like
ask.
we were also assuming that you tied their legs together. Okay, it's just as much of a chance.
That's also assuming a deity would care to get us out of a big fat bitch's tits.
Hey, I have +6 intelligence for this role. Okay.
Well, that doesn't
I
necessarily.
had plus
this might
9
just-
and expertise
this
on
might
that animal
actually-
handling check.
Like, you're smart enough to realize that you doing this, it'd probably be more effective to try and like pander to them if they have like a deity they'd worship as an ogre than it'd be to like expect the deity to ever like come down
Okay,
and show
but
their power.
what would I offer to them?
Well, that's the thing. Maybe
Oh,
you do like
wait.
a religion roll and you find a deity that like ogres worship and then you roleplay it. Maybe be like, your god won't like this, or maybe
Oh,
you just have a conversation.
I
and just try and distract them.
promised them like a blessing or something. I guess.
And you don't have to do
Couldn't
that.
I just do a history? Couldn't I just do a history check then? Because I have much better rolls with that.
Well, you can do a check outside of the like the skill challenge to see if you know one of these.
Okay.
Well, it depends how you do it. If you're trying to like bring it up in conversation to like, I'll even allow like the religion check to work, assuming you're going to use it in a conversation to try and persuade her or do something with her, or use it in some way.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck to say though.
You know what?
Okay.
Do your best.
Here.
Really Rose
Here's
is
a
good, though.
history check.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have. Well, history checks. You are looking for a god, so that would technically be a person. I think instead of,
I can roll religion too. That's fine.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I'd rather it. I think I'll allow history on this one because you're probably just trying to figure out more of a historical ogre god. But yes, what you remember is you don't really know too much. You know the name, the one-eyed ogre prince, or the one-eyed prince. That's something they go by. And many ogres worship the one-eyed prince for the fact that he always had the best ability to pick the most delicious food, for he only had one eye. So his second eye could not distract him. So it's kind of a famous thing that with the one-eyed prince, it's a suggestion that you only go for the things that are most worth it, or you don't allow yourself to be blinded by your second eye.
All right,
What you got
guys.
You can use this. You could do this.
You guys can help each other too. Like you don't have to. They can control
Yeah,
the
I
field
would.
if anyone wants to like talk to
You guys
him.
have any ideas on like what I could do with the hungry ogre?
And you can just
John
like
Ogre.
maybe like try and shame her using the knowledge that you're letting yourself be blinded by this other person, but you have us right here in front of you.
That's actually a good idea. That's pretty smart.
Oh,
God, swills is so fucking hot and sexy.
Wait.
When he says smart things.
Flexes both pecs.
hope she doesn't flex her pecs.
The important thing, you would need to name drop the one-eyed prince though, so make sure you drop that in there. Otherwise, it
Okay.
might not be as effective.
I guess as I'm being flailed around as they walk, I go, "Oh, what? Prince wouldn't agree with your actions."
One-eyed prince.
Then I roll
okay,
religion.
So you've already made the check for it. Please do a.
Okay.
Please do a persuasion. So you technically already kind of succeeded. Actually, you know what? We count it because you already rolled high enough to get the knowledge, and you use the
Gaming.
knowledge in a way that use that knowledge from the roll in a way to make it work. So yeah, that's one success. As she kind of looks at you, she didn't quite hear you because you're still being smothered. She's like, "Do you say, honey? Do you know about the one-eyed prince? I knew something special was about you." And she kind of like stops moving in the direction where Kira went, and seems to be trying to find you to like pull you up and talk to you. That's one success. You guys need 2 more, and you currently have 2 failures. So you need 1 more failure, 2 more successes.
God.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
damn,
What
it
be
It has
simple,
to be.
it-
It has to be something you
Oh,
can
yeah,
roll
no,
high as well,
it'll be-
like something with a.
Yeah,
good
it could be in
benefit.
your skills. If you have background features, even you
Did
can
we
do
do? Do we do?
spells or
We, do we
anything.
do? Did we do perception?
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter if they did it, as long as you use a character, don't do it twice. Like you could even roll religion,
Okay.
as long as Damo doesn't
Oh.
roll religion.
All right,
again.
sick. Then I am going to do perception to see if I can find a better way through this crowd, even though they're kind of opening up anyway. I'm going to
Sure. Yeah, you're currently behind this house, peeking
perceive.
around, seeing where Gretchen is to try and figure out
take
what's going on.
advantage of the situation of Gretchen slowing down, reaching into her folds of fat.
Okay, please roll your perception.
Thank you for being so descriptive.
Thank you. I was hoping
Well,
that
I
give me an
appreciate it.
advantage.
Well, if you want advantage, man, you'd be, if anything, you're more distracted looking at her. No, but that's plenty. Yes, you look to the side and you notice, what you managed to do is you managed to notice with this perception that she seems to be confused or distracted by Damu, and you realize, oh, this is your chance, and you better not miss it. As you kind of run out from behind the house that you were semi-trapped behind, you enter back into the crowd. I mean, you can't make too much distance, but you're now in a much better spot to keep moving on. That's your 3rd success. You need
Alright, one
one
Let's do
more?
the last one.
Or
The
one more
highest I
failure.
can do is +7. That's my highest.
Did
succeed.
you want to? Did you want to do something, or should I?
Drama's dead.
So here's my question. I'll
I was really doing well playing
Can I,
this.
can I do an investigation? Like maybe like while we're inside her bosom and her blouse, see if there's any pockets, or I can find something that maybe she has.
There's a pimple you
maybe-
can pop.
Maybe she has like a prior engagement coming up, or maybe she has a meeting, or maybe something's going to come up that she has to go do soon, and she
Oh,
she
so
has
you,
to, have to
you're
get
trying
ready
to
for
like
this.
rummage your pockets to see if there's something like that.
Yeah, something like some kind of information like that I can use to maybe like, oh, I'm being distracted by this.
That's I like that a lot. Go ahead, roll a investigation as you try and shimmy your hands through the sides of her blouse. to,
Someone use a card.
I don't
Is there
have
a
any
last
cards
fail?
left, guys.
Yeah, it's our
there's
la-
only one
Um,
person who has one, which is a +3, I think. No, I
Is-
just
have a
also
plus
has a
10.
+11.
But do I want to use a +10 here or on the Taylor?
Oh, you have a
Does,
+10 too?
Do we
Yeah.
need to get more than 10 to succeed?
I mean, it would be a
Uh,
19.
Yeah, you won't
so
know.
That would probably be a
Yeah,
success.
it depends on their role, wouldn't it?
I thought you had a +3,
Uh,
but
No, this isn't a roll. You just don't know the DC to it. I think, Piers, did you already have a +10?
Yeah, I have a +10 and a +3.
oh,
I was one of those a DM card. Otherwise, Bing Bong. Either did you never use your +10? What did you do +10 for?
I never used my +10.
Oh, well, then you'd have to choose between +3 or +10. So you probably keep +10. And you should have that.
Can I use my +3 right now?
No, just you have your +10 already.
Damn it!
I didn't realize you had a card anyway. It's removed for some reason.
Uh,
So you guys have a +10 and a +11, I
dude.
think.
If you use the +10 now, I'll use the +11 during the Taylor.
okay. Then I will. 10 of bugs! Activate!
Of Bugs Bunny?
All right. How do you you realize that Hawkins is trying to do something? How do you help him with this +10?
I will shimmy my foot and realize there's something chinga-chingling in where I'm shaking.
Ding-a-dingling.
As you kind of like hit something and you realize, oh, there is actually something in this pocket. You don't know what it is.
I say, oh, Hawkins, right here.
You kind of see him moving his
Whoa.
foot in a certain area.
Thanks. Hawkins isn't even like looking the. He's like looking further in the breasts. He's like, oh look, I found a pocket. Pulls out the skin and fold. Oh no, that's just never mind. Yeah, you're right, thank you.
As this is happening, I get stuck in a fold.
Oh no, he's been consumed.
As you
Sinking.
as you're like almost like swimming away in this like gup of flesh to this pocket, you just hear what sound do you make, Dom, as you start being sucked
I'm
into
like
her
a,
body fat?
it sounds kind of just like
as you realize Dom is disappearing.
Literally quicksand episode. No.
As you see his disappearing, you try to reach outside the blouse into the pocket, and you're reaching around. You realize there's not much. You feel like something that's kind of heavy. You feel something that feels almost made like a piece of paper. You're not really sure what anything is. You can't see it. You just have to pull it out.
I pull it out. No, I leave
but
it.
don't worry about
Yes,
me,
I pull it.
guys. I can hold my breath for over an hour.
As you pull it out, the first thing you see is like a half-eaten chicken bone. Like it's like you know it's a chicken bone, but even the bone's half-eaten, so it's like half a bone. As you pull that out,
That's
and
the best
in the other
part.
hand you see a crumpled piece of paper.
Can I be so bold as to read it?
Are you sure?
Do you think you can
Yeah.
read it in this scenario?
Don't you? We'll say you can read it at least briefly.
My head's poking out from the breasts.
He does
like
look
a
like
kangaroo.
swimming in paradise right now. He does it. Time of your life.
I don't know about that.
As you try to open up, you have to like. It's kind of difficult actually to uncrumple this paper. It's like you don't know how she managed to crumple it so awfully. As you uncrumple it and you have to start reading it, you see a letter. It says, "To my dear Gretchen, the Salt Flats expedition shall be arriving today. Would you be so honored as to be my date to see the warriors come back? I beseech you, my queen. Please, do not forget about me. I shall await for you near the southern docks." And it's signed at the end. Signed, yours truly, the love of your life.
There's not a fucking name.
No, Ned.
The name's the love of your life, I guess.
I would just. I guess. Well, we got a win there, didn't we?
I mean, we have to tell her.
Oh, well, you have to do something with it. But,
Richie,
yeah.
what about you're late? You gotta go to the Southern Docks for for the love of your life.
Love of my life.
Remember? Oh, you should drop us off really quickly.
Really quickly.
She's
gonna take you with her.
Back at
So you
the
say
fuck-
you wanted to be the love of my life?
No, she's down at the Southern Docks. Look, I'm like a single hand punches out from her skin.
He dies. No.
That's holding the letter. You're gonna be late. You hurry.
As she kind of looks at the paper. Oh, Big Mama nearly forgot. Nearly forgot about Longland Jimpney. Longland Jimpney.
Yes, long Gypney.
Long
Quickly.
leg Gypney.
You have to get back
yes,
to the
I'm
place
sorry.
and get dressed.
As she kind of like looks at it, and you see her face kind of goes blank almost. Oh, there it is.
Please, don't run to the Southern Docks. Please, please, just go to the
That's his name.
bathhouse. Please, I'm
As
begging you.
she looks around. Jimny, Big Mama's coming, Jimny. As she kind of like shakes,
Please.
as all of you kind of really gross light slide down. It almost feels like you're almost stuck to it, but you kind of slide down her body and out the bottom of her blouse. As she turns,
I'm still
and
wedged.
starts running.
I'm still wedged in a crease.
As you realize that you two come out, you don't see Damu, and then as she stomps, you see about 20 feet away, he finally gets unlodged from the sheer force of it and falls
I
into the
start
ground.
bouncing around like a Koopa Troopa from Mario.
He starts sliding along the floor, bouncing on things.
Congratulations, you've all managed to succeed in.
Tamu getting out of Gretchen.
You've all managed to succeed in getting rid of Big Mama Gretchen.
God, he's not wearing any clothes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, just like you.
Oh, also yes, all the
turtle.
three of you are basically nude, but you realize I don't know what you guys think about that, but if you do look around, no one really seems to like.
Gama's gonna start walking
attention.
up once he sees them dislodge, and the second he gets close enough to see that they're nude, he's gonna turn around.
My mouth was open. Oh, I'll go back.
Do we
wanna
go
go
back
back
in?
inside.
Just continue washing? I mean,
You
it's all
don't-
We
room.
you
jump back into Gretchen.
No, but we
Go
still
back in.
have our room, right? We rented it out, right?
Boys, let's go.
I'm gonna start waddling towards the bathhouse. How far away from the bathhouse?
You're not too far. I mean, you get there in a few minutes.
We're like there, right?
We're all holding hands. We're just
Yeah,
waddling
it's-
back to
you
the
guys really aren't
bathhouse,
that far.
shaking.
You hear
I'm sprinting
Damu
back, covering all my parts.
you hear Damu just like mumbling, and he just sounds like traumatized. You can't quite make it up. He's just like, what is that?
Are you all alright?
No,
Thank,
I'm like
thank goodness
speedwalking.
I can't smell.
Oh, my mouth was open. My mouth was open. Get me back to the bathhouse.
I think
I'm gonna hand
have to-
fucking Hawkins Anatoly and then turn Anatoly into clothes for Hawkins.
Anatoly is also distressing right now.
Yes, yeah,
So
at least it's
not much.
clothes.
It's not much. Yes, clothing, but it's very grimy, slimy clothing.
But
But
I
yeah,
guess I'll
you-
wait outside for you lot.
Thanks for your help.
As they kind of go back in,
do
Kira,
it.
you realize how lucky you were, perhaps. As you guys still go back in, as you see the old man sitting behind the thing, behind the counter. Oh, welcome back. You like my mama dragon?
No,
Go fuck yourself.
gonna go
Yeah?
back straight back into the fucking washroom.
As you walk back into the room where your clothes were, you see the three maids, or like the three brothel maids, whatever you wish to call them, are there. As one of them turns around, the one who had shut the door originally turns, and she looks at the three of you. She just kind of smirks.
I
the-
look at them. I glare at them and I say, "Don't you say a fucking word."
As the other two turn around, and they all just kind of like put their fingers to their lips, almost like mockingly, seductively, like shh.
Is
start
the
twerking.
water still fucking oily now?
Oh yeah, the water's
Like-
not clean anymore. The water.
Is there a
that's-
shower?
Well, there might be, but not one in here.
Where are the showers?
Is there any way we could fucking clean?
I don't know. Maybe you go back to the front.
No,
Like,
ask the
those.
girls, like, where are the showers?
As you, they kind of turn. They don't say anything.
Ben, can you ask them for the showers?
I'm
please?
crying.
You're the only one that can speak to them, Peeves.
Wait, what did you say?
Ben, can you ask them where the showers are, please?
Where are the showers?
They once again don't say anything.
This place is fucking shit.
As they kind of, every time you ask them, they kind of have that mockingly the finger up to their lips as they're looking at Damu.
Damn it, you can tell them to talk, please.
Wait, I didn't curse them. Oh yeah, you can speak. It's fine.
What do you say?
Wow, that sure was rough, mister. Making us old little girls be so quiet. The showers? What's a shower?
The clean
Where
area.
are the ceiling sprinklers?
We'd like to get clean.
This is a bathhouse, honey. You did in the spring.
Yeah, not a very good one.
She kind of side eyes you when you say that. Your clothes over there.
You have a room with a bath that is not full of oil.
You do know where you are, right, honey? This is Gretchen's bathhouse. You're on the worst part of the crevice. We don't offer that much. We got our specialty, and that's it. We don't have enough custom mirror as the other places do. If you want something nice, go to Euphoria. How about it? Or maybe even Mild Nights.
I just want some water.
There's an entire ocean right nearby. Or we could buy another
Hawkins turns
bathroom.
around. How far is the
Sure.
ocean?
Well, you'd have to go
Okay.
back up the stairs, back to the gate. back.
How long of a walk? Is it like 5 minutes? Is it like just across the
No,
street?
it's definitely. I mean, to get there, it'd probably be more like 10, maybe 15-minute walk.
I'll be
Be a
right
while.
back.
Yeah,
Hawkins don't want it. Do you take
I-
your clothes with you?
I
Or just
grab
walking
my
nude?
hat. I just grab my hat.
He
I put it
grabs
on
his stuff.
sludgily, and I just walk out the bathroom.
He grabs the stuff. He's not
and
holding it. He's not like we're putting it on. He's just holding it in his hands. Like, all right,
As
we're
you
never coming
guys
back here.
walk away. You enjoy your
Oh,
stay?
where's Kira?
No.
You guys don't look very clean.
You
Very observant you are.
what we received, right?
You want to ask for premium service?
Fair enough.
We're not-
I'm leaving.
We want him to be clean.
Sorry,
What I
you
want
know,
is to be
he
clean.
kind of looks at you. You always get another bath.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, as he kind of like, oh. That's all he says. He looks like he's hurt.
He took a funny shot.
We paid for the service,
It's
guys.
He
We
looks like a
paid for
pitiful
the
old man.
service.
He does look like a pitiful old man when he said that. Like, he doesn't seem like he's not like Big Mama Gretchen. This guy just seems like a poor old man.
He's just doing his best.
Yeah,
man.
he's doing his best. He's lost his hearing. He might even be
Yeah,
losing his sight.
you got what 40 40 silver pieces from us. You can fucking. I'll treat him however the fuck I want. All right.
That doesn't mean he has bad intentions.
You take 40.
can
I hate him.
think I could negotiate a refund.
I'll murder him in real life.
No, that's. I just want to leave, man.
I'm gonna miss you all. Be careful out there.
Were there like towels in the room? Could we just
Yeah, well,
use
really,
those
what
to,
happens is you
like,
guys
wipe
got
off?
your items back, but they give you new clothes. Like they because they can't clean them in the time you were here, so they basically give you like roughly the same kind of outfit you had, and they'll just like clean
Yeah.
your outfit, and keep it, and then reuse it.
And then
Probably.
I'll use my old clothes to wipe off all the fucking oil and.
Well, you don't have
grease
your old
and-
clothes. They'd like taking them to
cum
clean them.
Oh,
So they basically just replace them with like some semi robes. They're not like exactly what you guys had, but they're like kind of semi robe casual wear. You guys definitely
will
don't.
use
the robes
to wipe ocean.
me off.
Go
I'll
on, where's
use fucking
Kira?
gum to wipe me off.
Go on,
Yeah.
where's Kira?
She was right here.
Oh,
Kira.
I'd imagine I'd be if I noticed her gone. I'd probably be like a good
Use all run away.
distance away from the shop entrance, but I would still be making sure if I see them leave the store or not.
Well, she didn't go to the store. She ran up the stairs you just came from, and she ran up into the northern dots there.
Okay, so she's not even. So I know
She
she's
didn't
not
even go to the
store.
right docks.
Well, that might not be where she's like heading to, but she went up that way.
no.
That would
What an
be-
idiot.
Maybe she did go up there. Who knows? Yeah, but yeah, she's not gonna be around. You saw them go back in,
Okay, then
unless she comes back down the stairs. I mean, that's always a possibility.
I guess I'll just be waiting by the entranceway. See whenever they come out.
We walk.
Well,
Do we have any
Kira's
more
right here.
business in here?
Oh. Hey, Kira. You look clean.
I don't say anything. I just nod.
Oh,
And I just look at them all.
I pass her my my bag and clothes, my clean stuff. We're gonna go to the ocean for a minute.
Are we?
Okay.
We're gonna go just a quick dip.
Okay, I'm gonna like I'm gonna move really close to what's fuck, I forgot your name, Mo5.
Hero.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go burn me now. Just burn me.
You see like his face of just like not disgust towards you, but just like pity and like I'm so sorry.
Could have helped
Burn
us a
me like
little
you
bit.
did in the spirit realm.
I think we're just gonna like
I'm gonna
speed
unironically yell that in character.
walk. Spirit.
Dom is gonna grab like Hawkins and Damu's hand.
Come on. Let's go to the ocean.
But are you walking around?
Get
here?
away!
Yeah, I'm walking around.
Wanna go? No, no. Picks you up.
Let go of me, Benedict.
Any dick. Okay. Slash us goes to the dock.
Doesn't let you.
I just gonna I picture Damu is just looking like tossing his head around. His eyes are just dilated. It's just look like he's lost
Come
his
on,
shit.
Damu. This way.
As you guys make your way back up the way you came down, you walk up these really long stairs. Once again, they're like 200 feet wide, 50 feet, 200 feet long, 50 feet wide. It's massive stairs. As you kind of walk back up, you get to a point where you pass over the weird flashing lights of the crevice, and you kind of enter this weird intermediate state where it's kind of dark below you, and the sky above you is kind of blotted out. You try to go a little bit higher, it starts turning back into daytime, which is why you're down here. Once again, you can't really see the sun at all. So you get back up, and it starts turning back into the nice day. You feel a nice breeze, and it really, your sense of time is a little bit thrown off. It's kind of hard for you to tell right away how long you might have been down there, as just all of your senses are just a little bit led astray. You're not quite sure why. It's maybe even slightly alarming that you all feel so kind of, it's almost like you're a little tipsy almost. And this is for almost all of you. That's what you'd feel like. Nothing to inebriate you, but a little strange. Let's get back up
We got
towards this
drugged,
gatehouse.
guys.
You get back up to this gatehouse as you, the same guard who actually saw you walk down seems to come back over. Hey.
Yes.
Guys, can we unanimously agree to ignore them, please?
I'll say sorry. We got to go.
As he kind of looks at you. Are you guys new around here?
Yes.
I'll let slide this time because it is my fault. I was so distracted by that. He kind of looks at you. And he's like, I'm glad you got clean.
Gretchen.
when you mutter that, he doesn't even like hit you this time. He just kind of looks at you. He hears that, but he turns back to Benedict. It looks like he's about to like tap you on the shoulder, but he like kind of like air taps you on the shoulder, being very.
He hasn't even bothered touching me.
Yeah, he's like making sure not to touch you, but he's like showing you his pity. I understand. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Next time you come around here, don't. There's no weapons allowed in the crevice. It slipped my mind, David the Peace, and the
Do
whole
any of us even have like?
Rust Rock Bridge. Well, you guys have
physical
all your
weapons?
weaponry. All of you have all your weaponry on you. It's not like you can hide them.
I have a
or anything.
stick.
Stick, sword, anything
My
that can be
sword,
considered a
yeah.
weapon. It's not allowed.
But it's of my walking stick.
Yeah, but I have a sword.
Yeah, sword.
Nah, I have
anything.
a fucking sword and 2 battle axes.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
point is, anything
Yeah.
that like stop you and prevent you from taking anything that could really be used. as a
Someone's
danger.
gonna blankly stare at the guard, starts smiling, and then he starts doing a little jig. He just starts dancing.
What? What?
Yeah. You kind
Then he
of
goes
This
like
naked turtle.
is he
Staring this guy
redressed?
down, dancing.
wait, are any of you still undressed? I figured you all.
Oh,
dressed
we-
up.
No,
so
I
we
put on
cleaned.
clothes.
Okay, all right. If everything we can.
Damu never wore clothes. He just wore a hat.
Is he wearing a hat?
Yeah, I am wearing the hat.
I forgot that
I
you don't
grabbed my hat
have
on the
normal
way out.
clothes.
I have a backpack that is like I hold on my front, but that's
So-
about it.
So no one's undressed right now. That is my.
I
understanding.
certainly am not.
Well, yes. I would hope not, Kira. You suddenly undressed after that. Okay.
Start
So he does it all
seducing the
dressed, no
guards.
issue. As he just says that. Anyway, it's fine. Just next time, yeah, it was my fault this time. But if you get caught down there with weapons, even if it was on us, you could get charged for concealing weapons.
Does he not react to
And then
my
we
little
continue
dance?
walking.
He looks at you. He's looked at you, and anyone else who's on looking at you, he kind of like rolled his eyes. Like, as far as he's concerned, you're fucked up on drugs or something.
Why
came out-
are
you
you
just
doing
came
a
out
little
the-
jig?
You see how the crevice.
And I'm smiling and giggling.
You after you do that, if you're intentionally doing this for a reaction, you realize he doesn't really react, and you assume that this is probably not that.
I'm just
normal
doing it.
of a
I'm
thing.
doing it because I'm like Damu's actually lost his shit right now.
I'm
Like,
just
he
gonna
was-
grab Dabu's hand and then fucking continue dragging
Yeah,
it.
this is not that rare of an
Come on,
occurrence with
Damu.
this.
Let's go get you clean.
Alright, as you guys get back up on the northern docks, as you start going farther in, Hawkins, you actually know this area somewhat, because every time you came to the port crevice, this is where pirates and a similar crowd will show up and use these docks. These aren't the main mercantile popular docks that people will come and drop off their goods. This is more of the sketchy area. And it's also not nearly as well kept up. As you guys start walking, as you get farther and farther into these northern dots, you realize at first it was kind of sandy with dirt, but now it's turning into like pure mud. As you're stepping, walking through these northern dots.
I'm gonna instantly stop and go,
you-
guys. I don't think this is going to help us get any cleaner.
Do we move from? Or is this like us getting closer and closer to the
You get
shore
closer.
and not
You
just
probably-
moving along the
Like
shore?
how
You're
close
probably,
is?
you're
Okay,
probably like
okay.
moving this down towards it. You're walking down the
I
south.
thought you were like moving across the shore, like from
no.
clean water to mud. It's like, wait, why are we doing this?
no. You guys are currently walking. You're making your way, and you're realizing that these dots are the reason it's muddy because it's just dirt and all the water from sailors and things. It's real nasty, muddy, squishy. You can see where the wagons that come here now, they have like deep-rooted wagon trails where obviously they use the same trail to try and avoid getting stuck. As you're kind of making your way, as your shoes, the bottom of your clothes, everything are just getting really nasty. As you get closer and closer, you kind of get to the shoreline where it kind of turns from this mud to more almost like a reddish sand, where this dirt, mud, and everything's kind of combined. It doesn't really have the glow of the golden beach down in the south. So it's kind of nasty and rusty looking. As you get to the shoreline, you kind of look to your left and right, Hawkins. You realize you've been to the Hollow Song before, which is down to your left, which may not interest you right now, I'm sure, but you would remember some parts about here. How there's an Etz pirate admiral who runs the Hollow Song over there, and there's a lot of little games and things that you've probably somewhat acquainted with. As you kind of get onto this beach, the sand is very rocky. It's like if you were going to take your shoes off, it would be awful. This is not an enjoyable beach. It's very gross and nasty. And as you kind of get to the water, as all of you stand on the water, you look out. The water is kind of dark and murky. It's not muddy, but it doesn't. You would not want to be up here for like a leisure swim. You even to some extent might be worried that it might not clean you, but at the very worst, it's not going to make you more dirty.
Does it at least actually clean us?
Well, assuming you're into the water, I just stopped. You guys are currently on the beach. That's your description of everything.
I do a
Okay.
little tumble into the water.
Fully hatted?
I grip my hat.
Wait, you see Damu
I
run,
drop
jump in the water.
backpack.
Drop his backpack. He runs and jumps in the water.
I still
Nice.
have a creepy ass smile on my face as well.
All right, so
follow.
Damu's ran and jumped in, seeming hysterical. I'm assuming Hawkins
Is he
follows.
entirely submerged,
him.
Leroy?
I don't know. He
No,
just
he's like bobbing and tumbling like he's like one of those like
He's like
buoys.
floating on top like a rubber
and then
duck.
every time his face like turns around towards you, you just see him smiling and you hear
Okay, I'll walk in.
as Dom, you and Kira standing on the shore with muddy feet, see three of them with different demeanors enter this water. Kira, please do a perception check as these three are in the water attempting to clean themselves as they fight with this dirty water. You see in the distance, like far away, you see a couple of ships moving in and out, and you see in the distance across the bay over here, you see this very large gate. You see like two statues on the towering over these gates. As you just see this gate, and you see it starts to kind of raise open, and you see that it's so grandiose. It somewhat reminds you of something that would be more akin to be found in like a giant's palace. This gate is extremely strange, and you feel like there's a lot more you can get from it. But something else that initially drew to your attention, but quickly was taken as you see something very strange swimming in the water over here towards this rock. And as you kind of make your eye contact, you don't quite understand what it is at first. It looks like this giant blob of something that's going up and down, swimming. And then it dawns on you. That's Gretchen swimming towards this rock. Not towards you, swimming away from you. She is swimming in the water away from you towards this rock over here. And you just kind of catches your eye as you're watching them in the water.
You see a
Look of
pool of
disgust.
oil follow them.
It's like a little oil spill.
Dude, she's literally Shin Godzilla.
There's a trail of dead fish.
Wait, they've been in so much water today. Surely they're less oily now.
You would think.
Surely.
You would think. Oh,
Do
that's what
they
you see, Karen.
excrete
Stored in
oil?
Slabs.
Who knows? Did they just...
I get out of the water, and Damu's demeanor has returned, as in he just looks kind of like sullen, I guess is the word now.
The water that cures insanity. Slash me is clean. Walks out.
Yeah.
Flashme is
All of
cleaner than
all of
it
you,
was before.
you didn't really have any too many towels to dry off with, but yeah, you are, at the very least, you're not oiled up anymore. So you probably do need some good soap and a proper bath. Again.
I hate you.
But I think we can all agree that we're just gonna go.
You
We're
guys are
gonna go
physically,
get
yeah.
our IDs
Yeah.
now. We're gonna go
Did
get
we
our
even
IDs.
get where the fucking Taylor was yet? Oh yeah.
At the end of
we
the
did
are we
IDs. Oh my
functionally
God.
clean?
Well, you're clean enough, like, you don't really have to... By the time it's don't matter, you're fine. You probably don't stink that much. You're not sticky anymore.
Yeah, that much.
You
You
just
might
like
still
hey,
feel
you
gross.
probably just,
You might still feel
probably like we've
gross,
done, like, a hard
but
day at
it's,
work or
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
more
alright,
piggy.
yeah.
As you all get
okay.
out, you tend to see Kira staring off into the distance with a look of disgust as you all try to get out of this water.
Alright,
Let's go to
guys.
City Hall, you guys.
let's go get the shit done. Do we have to go through the crevice? Or the
You don't
crack?
have to. You can choose to go either way. Not really. You don't have
just
to
go.
choose
We
a
can just go
policy.
over the top, right? Like
Or,
over here.
no,
Yeah, we could
no.
go through the crevice, but then we'd need to get rid of our weapons.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's take the long way around.
It's
Alright.
yeah, it's not like it's that much longer, really.
Yeah, slightly. More scenic route.
Yeah, still going to walk. As you walk away, all of you kind of hear this clicking behind you, like in one last moment of perhaps turning around, hearing this.
I
you all-
observe.
Yeah, you all see what Akira was kind of looking at originally. You see this giant gate. It looks to be about 300 feet tall, and it all seems to be mechanical and magical. And Hawkins, you came through this before. You know this is what's called Bottomon's Lock, as it is this very, very famous gate that was made by what some believe to be a famous sculptor. And it's really strange because the reason it's made by him is because there's two giant statues on the front. Both of them resemble the appearance of the god Taliesta. They physically, as you kind of see hear this, you see as it raises up, you see like these hands under the gate start pulling the gate up farther and farther and farther as you start to see these giant statues opening this gate. And they look very beautiful. They are fully made out of marble, and you can see them moving almost like they're human, which might even be alarming. Perhaps you would assume, you know better, Hawkins, but a normal person who has never seen this before might assume they're even giants, and they're actual creatures. But you know, these are just
Here's what I
sculptures.
never understood about that lot. Why would they get a sculptor to make it? Surely that's like an architect's job, right? Doesn't really make much. I'm surprised it's even standards to.
Well, an architect is just a building sculptor.
You know what? You've just completely diffused my entire argument. Well played.
Leave it to the person who's.
artist insight.
Yeah, exactly. But you guys don't see that as you start walking away, realizing in the distance, the last thing you see several flags of the Squall Knights starting to appear through this gate.
Holy fuck.
As you guys start walking your way up through the town, you kind of walk. You've been through before. This is how the guards led you. You walk through. You walk past. Actually, do you guys like go the long way around?
We
the
go
Money
here.
Miguel?
Behind these houses.
So you don't try to go behind them.
Can we go around behind the houses?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Sure.
figure out how you
Why
guys are
not?
winning this. You guys
Wait,
kind
so
of,
the Money Miguel is the
the number 4.
It's this one right
Uh,
here.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
the okay.
Mhm.
So I say we go around like this.
We could go
Surely there's, like,
around
just
like
a
this
few
I say we
way.
just big deck them and go right in front of it.
Yeah, we go in front of them, stare them in the eye.
That does sound pretty fun.
Probably
Guys,
not
let's
the best thing to
please.
do.
You guys-
I'm
Alright,
gonna
yeah, let's
die
big dick
inside.
it.
You guys have
Big
been
dick.
gone. You guys have been gone. It's probably been a good 45, maybe even an hour since you went down into the crevice, at the least. That's what you might assume. And the time kind of slipped away from you somehow. Maybe Gretchen, who knows?
Let's just big
Well,
dick 'em,
I
but
mean-
we're on the other side of the street.
Why
okay?
the
We're not,
hell
like,
would you
directly
do
in front.
that?
Like,
All
are
right,
we
yeah,
not in
let's
the
go.
sight line of
Let's
the
go
Maker
around,
Miguel?
guys.
Yeah.
We've had enough
follow
trauma for one day.
I think Dammy's probably just leading the way because he's very
Okay, fine.
Hyper, right?
But,
That was
like, I don't
very
want to
moody.
fucking see a bunch of like homeless people doing drug deals behind here.
Oh no, they're in the crevice. Okay, we're just okay. We go around here and then we go back onto the main road
Yeah,
here.
okay, let's do that.
You just realize as you
Slash
walk,
us
you're
does exactly that.
trying to go behind the houses, but it's kind of a tight squeeze as you're kind of pitter-pattering off on the edge, like falling off into this crevice. That's how tight this is. All these houses are super crammed. It's really just slums. It's extremely hard to walk back here. You realize if you're going to get to where you want to go, you're at least going to have to make one small jump and risk falling into the crevice.
Oh my God, Fondi, just fill the hole.
Well, it's not even a hole. It's just these
Just
houses.
fill the hole.
Of course, it's kind of hard to see on the map, but these houses are like, imagine slums where there's no way to walk in between buildings.
Okay.
Like, there's really hardly any
Wait, what?
cover here.
There's no way. Oh my
There's some way.
Let's
You
just
can
big
make
dick
it.
'em.
You just need to make, one jump. Or you can
Any
go around farther.
jumpers? We're willing to lose a character here.
The thing is,
Let's just big dick 'em, bro.
Okay, fine.
Are there
If
no,
you
like-
go in front of the fucking shark house, let's go in front of the fucking.
you guys didn't make
Or
it.
we
Can
could
we
just
even
take
see if
an
there's anyone in
alternate
front of
road.
it?
And just go this way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just go around this way.
We asked
No,
you before?
okay, there has to be a spell I can do to just.
We/us goes
I feel
around.
like
this way.
I think we're overthinking.
We're
this.
Yeah,
literally
really.
Just
I mean,
go
you
this
didn't
way.
literally
It's
say
just like,
anything.
why not?
I'm
Like-
I'm
Yeah,
stubby. I can't jump.
Like I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
go
go the
this
other way.
way.
You know, guys, we're big dicking. We're big dicking.
Okay,
Yeah, we're built
Fondi,
different.
We
We're
walk
going in front.
in the path that is available that doesn't have a hole in it.
Well, it's not a
Yeah.
hole. It's just these buildings are literally on the edge of the crevice. They're pushed.
Yeah,
into
we're
the
going
crevice.
mid.
You guys.
That's enough of a hole.
We're
for
running
me.
it
Alright,
down
we go
mid,
mid, we
guys.
go mid. We
Running
stop
it
You guys
down
can't
mid.
make
We're running it down mid.
We stop
Okay,
talking about it and we go mid.
You guys go mid.
We go
Someone
mid,
please
this
roll
way.
a 1d20 and let's hope you don't roll a nat 1.
Who's rolling it? All of us?
I'm doing it.
I'll do
Yeah.
it.
All right.
It's gonna be really bad if
An
Maker
MVP
Miguel walks
moment.
out
The
this
first
door.
one.
Oh my God! I'm just gonna do it.
That
Can I
was-
see like Dom's about to jump into it? This is the crevice, right?
No. You guys are going right in front of the
No,
Maker
we're
Miguel.
running
You
it
guys are
down mid
walking
right
right in
now.
front of the place you just got out of.
That was a
We're rolling
close
to
one,
see if
guys.
fucking like
We're
the
running it
guards
down
are in
mid,
there.
boys.
No, you're rolling to see if Marco Miguel has been revived and walked outside at the time.
That was a close one, guys.
There's like a group of people like by the window, like wait, are those this fucking? What the fuck?
we waved through him
He's
at
like,
the window.
wait, boss, is that them? I just imagine the boss is inside.
hey.
If we ever find them again, we're going to rip their eyes out. Bosses. I think that's them, boss. Oh shit. I wish. Actually, I don't
Alright,
wish. Thank God.
we are sprinting to the tunnel.
Yeah, you guys run by. You run by a after having a little decision. You run by this place. You realize a sign that says "trash collection." And you see a bunch of people gathering trash and putting it into like weird little pallets. And you see wagons going off towards the gates. As you kind of walk through, you hear plenty of people coughing, all kinds of awful sounds. It's your typical slums as you would go through the back streets.
Oh my god, I wish I was a craftsman right now. That'd be fucking epic.
You enter again into the industrial park, where instantly it's hard to see. It's very hard to breathe, as all the smog kind of bellows everywhere. As you walk past the Righteous Hotel, this weird monolithic building up on this plateau. As you get to the gate, the guards kind of just let you go through pretty easily. As you walk over this road, you look to your left, you see the Rust Rock Bridge massively stretching across the crevice. As you go through the other gate, and you're now inside of the administration district, and you know you're much closer to the city hall where you wish to go. As you walk past the barracks where the Squall Knights are at, and you see a lot of people in the barracks and the administration. You see a lot of people are moving away from you guys. Like everyone's kind of going in the same direction you are. It's almost like a horde. It's kind of strange to you. I mean, you might understand why, but all these people are kind of like following you. It's almost like a herd of people are all going down this road currently. As it gets a little more cramped as you start bumping into each other. As you hit, someone bumps into you, Benedict. Hey, watch where you're going.
Okay. Continues watching where I'm going.
I hold Hawkins' hand.
I hold Hawkins' hand also.
Oh, Ben,
The same
make sure
hand?
you apologise for keeping Comma secret. You know, just to try and be polite. Since he's going to be moving now.
Well,
You know, because he's going to be writing his thing down. You know, about being a, you know.
what is he like? What is he, a summon?
Okay.
Yeah. What are they called? A sentry,
Daddy Bear.
Among Us, homunculus.
A construct?
Construct,
You
that's the
say
one.
Among Us?
No, I said homunculus.
I don't-
400
Don't-
psychic damage.
I don't think he's a homunculus. Okay, but let's keep
Hurry up,
Among
Granny!
Us.
We're gonna be late. Come on, Granny.
Don't
They're
speak to
opening
me
the
like- oh.
gates. As you see a kid run by trying to pull his old Granny. I'm coming, baby. Hold on. As they're kind of pulling, he yells again. Huh, the Squall Knights are coming back! Hurry up, Granny! As he's desperately trying to pull his grandmother to go faster. As he says that, you see the entire pace of the crowd, almost hearing that, starts picking up their pace, trying to go faster. As you guys are kind of pushed along. But yes, you guys do eventually. You walk as you walk past all these buildings. You see several things. Some of these buildings have signs like property management, zoning, and infrastructure. You see things like a courthouse, where it says complaints, and all kinds of things, archives. Just everything in here seems to be something related to government. As you walk down, you turn to the right where you know the city hall is, and you find yourself standing in front of the city hall.
Alright, guys, if any of you talks, I'm leaving you alone. You're
Don't
gone.
worry. If we need to say anything, we'll whisper it to you.
Stares
when we get-
directly at Damu.
I start dancing and smiling.
Kill him. Alright. I take a very deep breath and I open the doors.
As you open the
can do
doors,
it
the first thing you hear a bunch of nothing, as it seems extremely empty.
Like, empty?
Yeah, you see one person in the distance. Like, there's no one even working at the desk. You see that one person who kind of opens the door and walks out, and obviously has not noticed you. They're probably like across this building. This is a very large place, and they're probably about 200 feet away from you right now. And like they're the only person
lot of
you've
feet.
witnessed.
That's like... Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I would like to insight.
Sure.
Tell why it's
Insight.
so empty.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Insight.
This house is 3 feet long.
Okay.
Holy shit. I have no
With your
fucking
insight,
clue.
I mean, it seems pretty obvious to you. You are maybe a little surprised that there's so many people missing from the center administration office right now, but your assumption leads you to believe it's probably because everyone's going toward the southern dots. The gates are opening. The Salt Flats expedition is probably about to be back, and everyone is rushing to the dots to see what they bring back.
I hope they kill Gretchen.
All right, I walk. Do we stay in here? Do we get out?
Hmm?
I
Why-
face
why-
palm.
Why would we leave? Or just
Because there's no one here.
I thought wasn't there someone at the front desk?
Not the front desk. He's
No,
in
there
the
was
distance.
no
Like
one
opened
at
the
the
door,
front
just walked out. Has not seen you. I mean, he seems to be doing something, but doesn't mean you turned his attention.
Let's go to them. We
Okay.
can't talk.
I go over to where that guy was.
I can only imagine if this was like real. You guys as slaves who are not allowed to speak to anyone, and having Benedict be the one you have to rely on. I would. We should just leave. We should just leave.
Okay, I change
I
into a
love you.
fucking
Miss-
cat and
you're
leave you guys
great.
alone.
So yeah, you start walking your way as he can kind of hear you. He's walking, but you kind of your feet patter on this marble tile. This place reminds you a little bit of the Maplewood courthouse or city hall, but it's much more nice. The ground is marble. It's not as cluttered, and it's very obviously not been ransacked by someone who has taken it as their home, as Duke Gilbert did. However, you see him and he kind of looks up, hearing your footsteps. Oh, hello? May I help you?
Yes, where is everybody?
Well, they're going to the Southern Dots, I believe. The Salt Flats expedition with our beloved Squall Knights are soon to be back. I assumed I wanted to go myself, but he kind of like scratches the back of his head. I'm a little bit squeamish, and I'm kind of worried what they may have brought back. What kind of monstrosities were over there. I don't wish to ruin my appetite. Of course.
Well, do you work here?
Oh, yes, I am one of the notarizers. Or notaries, sorry.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm a notary, a low-level notary for the city.
I actually have no idea what that means.
Always asked him.
I don't. My character knows what it means. What the fuck does that mean?
It just means that, I mean, sometimes I am one who's allowed to approve license, documentations.
I start
different
jumping up and down.
things.
Yeah, yippee, yippee. Do you think you could help us get some licenses and identifications?
What are you trying to do? Do you want the CCCs? The crevice certification cards?
Were those the credit card things, or were those the
Well, they're kind of,
identification ones?
they're identification, but you can also get magic money on there, so they kind of double down if you wanted. But
Did we
they
need
don't.
like the whole shebang, right? We needed like the proper.
They don't automatically come
What
with
was the
magic
name of
money, but you have realized at this point that magic money is kind of like the places you went so far take coins, but you kind of come in to realize that a lot of places probably mostly use magic money.
Wouldn't it be smart for us so that we don't have to overpay anymore?
Yeah, let's get those cards.
Sure, but did the guys say do we need to get like proper identification, or was that a thing they were talking about? I can't remember.
I don't think we need the Kadoy ones.
I'm pretty
We
sure-
just need
the
the
Kadoy
I'm pretty sure-
CCCs.
I'm pretty sure we just need the identification for Bumbleton, and then that weird like identification for
No,
Slade,
I have one.
right?
We need one for all of you guys.
Oh, okay.
And you need to update it as well.
Is that what they?
Yeah, so basically what's happening is he needs his KNI updated. They cannot make KNIs here. Those are like made by the Senate. Like those are very important. And the CCCs are what they usually use in this town. They're crevice certification cards. That's like their credit cards, their IDs. You have to have one to be in this town, more or less. It doesn't matter if you're a construct, a slave, or a free person.
Okay, let's get it then.
And so, can these be used in other cities?
The KNIs are kind of universal. The if you're asking about like magic money or just IDs in general.
Not I don't know, magic money, who cares? But like, what about the actual identification?
The actual cards. This is mostly a port crevice thing. Some other places might use them for like several reasons. Like some places you might be able to show that card to someone, and they might be like, "Oh, okay, well you're registered." But then it's mostly like a city thing here that they do.
And we can't get a KNI here.
Unless there's a member of Senate, but you're pretty sure that they don't have that level of authority here. It'd have to be ran by, higher ups and probably in Silfrin.
I mean, is there any point getting Gum registered then if we're only going to be here for a day,
Well, and who knows what will happen in a day.
guys?
I would rather just get it now because
Yeah,
there's a chance
we
we
have
come
given
back, and on
money
top of
anyway.
that, there's 100% chance that something's gonna go bad.
Okay.
I say we just pay for it, we get it, and we go to the tailor. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
just ask them. Ask, I guess.
Okay, so
then
what
ask them
exactly
to
are we
get-
getting?
Ask them to get like
The CCCs for all
the
of us.
CCCs or any like any identifications we can get right now
And I'm
for
getting
everybody here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, but one of them's a construct.
Okay. I'd like to get 4 CCCs for my slaves here. Sorry, voice
Oh.
I
crack.
blush.
I see. What else? Just the CCCs?
And the construct.
And I'd like to put some money on mine.
You wish? Do you have a CCC yourself?
I do, right?
Yours is a KNI.
You have to get one for yourself too.
Alright.
thing is,
While we're
K9
at it.
KNI works that way. KNI is like
Okay.
KNI is the CCC except much higher priority.
Okay. I actually have a KNI if I could put my money on that.
He kind of turn like you see he turns to you like he wasn't even really facing you guys. He was like doing a side glance as he was hearing what you needed, but now he'll turns towards you. You are a KNI holder.
Yes.
Sorry, I did not have the authority to do anything with your KNIs. And if these are your slaves, they would need to be put onto your KNI registered under you. I cannot help you, but the mayor is a man who's always busy with work, so he is not going to the dots. Perhaps he could find some time in his schedule to help you.
When do you think he would have an opening?
You could
No,
just ask to get us our own CCCs regardless.
I can go ask him.
Yeah,
now.
let's just. We.
Wait, I thought he said that he couldn't do that.
No, he couldn't do it because we were your slaves, but you
That-
you could maybe see if like you could just because
Can
we're
slaves not
not
have
registered as your
CCCs?
slaves technically, so you could just get a CCCs.
Do slaves not get
Wait.
CCCs fund? Or how does it work?
No, so there's different. So they're CCCs. So basically, this is how it works. The owner has their card. Slaves have their own card, but they all have different information. And the owner's card will have you guys registered by name. So it's like proof that you guys are owned to them. And each, depending on if you're a slave, construct, or free person, there's a little bit of different information on there. So they're all a little bit different, and that's why they cost a little bit different too.
Well,
So
maybe
just like-
maybe see if you can get your own. If you can just get your own CCC as well as your KNI, and then we can all get our own
Okay.
CCCs.
Can slaves have magic
Yeah,
money?
but do
then,
I
if
even
they
need
can't
a
have
CCC?
CCCs?
That's something to probably ask whoever helps you with this. I can answer your question, but I'd suggest asking some of these questions in roleplay too, because there are answers to all this.
Go ahead, Peebus.
Okay, so what was he taking me to the mayor for?
No, he's not taking you there. He's offering. I can go see if the mayor is willing to spare some of his busy schedule, since he probably has not went to the Southern Dots for the return expedition, to see if he'd be willing to handle this for you. Unfortunately, I am one of the only other people here in the city hall right now. Even the judges have left. There's no courts being ran right now. So it's really only him.
Okay, so
If you wish, wait a minute. I can go check.
alright, so remind me, are you able to get us the CCCs?
I can approve normal CCCs. Depending on the person, I cannot necessarily approve all without my advisors. I cannot necessarily approve all CCCs for someone like you who is a free human. But he kind of points to your slaves, for your exquisite product here and your magical construct, I could handle those at the very least. However, the issue is I would have to also handle yours to put them on your card.
And
So you have a KNI.
you're not able to do that part, right?
I cannot, unfortunately, I do not have the authority to authorize an edit of your KNI or
Ask if-
reestablishment.
Ask if they can still do it. Even like just don't put it on your KNI if they can just be independent.
Do you think you would be able to get me their CCCs but not put it on my KNI just yet?
I suppose I could, but the issue once again comes down to I might need authorization to make your CCC, because these are, he kind of looks around, he kind of, let's say, Kira, Damu, and Hawkins a little more. These are very, how should I put it? Your possessions are very. To put brain.
If he says
frank,
smelly, I'm gonna lose my shit.
to put frank, they are worth a lot of money, and there are a lot of people who would like them, and so if something goes awry, I could be held liable. This place is, I'm sure you've heard, and I hate to admit it, but this place is a little corrupt. If I edit that for you, perhaps someone else would go in at the whims of the Willows and edit it back so they could freely take your slaves from you. So it's not even a full risk on me, it's also partially a risk for you, because you cannot be guaranteed reimbursement unless someone with more authority takes care of your KNI or your CCC if you wish, when they're put onto your card. Otherwise, you may not be
Okay.
reimbursed if someone does something foul like that.
Let's get the mayor. Let's get the mayor.
Yeah, where's the mayor?
Okay.
Where's the...
All
Insane
right. Well,
character.
then, could you set us an appointment with the mayor?
I shall try to. I'll go ask him. He should be in his office. If you wish to busy yourself down here doing something, it'll probably only be a few minutes. for
Yeah.
me
Do you have a
to
kids
speak to
menu?
him.
Do you have like a little like a maze for them to do while we sit?
We don't quite have anything for. That's actually a pretty good question. Perhaps I should think about that. We do not have anything to interest kids. Is usually, well, we don't have many people bringing their families here. Though, if you're looking for
Sorry,
things to
Barbara.
do in the future with your kids, you could potentially take them to the park. That is a nice place. The Green Gardens, or maybe even Three Peaks Market. There are plenty of things. Oh, he kind of looks at you and points. Maybe you should try Two Goes Game Store. That is pretty popular one with kids and people who wish to have entertainment. But unfortunately, none of that's here.
You know, we're kind of looking to get some clothes. Do you think where would the tailor be?
Are you looking? Clothes. I suggest when you go through to the Three Peaks Market, you speak to the. Let me think. What is their name? The Royal Courtiers. They are the guild in charge of what most of our nobles get for fashion, and they could get you some very nice clothes. I have personally never been to some of their recommended shops, such as which one is it that has the? I don't know which one of their shops actually sells the fashion, but I know they would handle that. Perhaps.
Is that the place we're going?
We're going to the Stitch, which is has Raina Thumble there.
Yeah, all you know is that it's roughly
We don't
the
know where it
market
is,
probably. You don't really know, but when he asked about clothing and a tailor, he suggested go speak to the Royal Courtiers.
Mention the
which-
Stitch. Maybe there's some information about it.
Yeah, but I already asked him as if I didn't know.
I mean, you said, I've heard good things about the Stitch. Is that okay?
I've heard I've heard some good things about the Stitch. Where would that be?
He kind of looks, and he looks like he's thinking for a moment. The Stitch. Is that? He like tapping his head. I wonder if that is the place old Thomas Libble used to run. Haven't seen him around in a while. I do not know if the Stitch is still in business. I feel like Thomas Libble has perhaps left town. I'm not sure. I've not been there. I did actually go there once before, as I'm not quite. Well, he was good at his craft, but as I said, probably not around anymore. I do not know. It would be in the markets probably though. Last time I remember, it was closer to the southern docks.
Benedict, get them to get the mayor.
Yeah, he's getting the mayor.
No, he's not. He's
He's
talking
standing
to
with
you.
us.
He's talking
He's
to
good.
you too.
He's talking
What?
to you, you fucking twat. Get
What?
the mayor.
Little-
Yeah, he's not. getting
He's
there, isn't he?
engaging in a conversation with us. He can't be getting someone at the same time.
Beavis,
He's
I
on his
fucking
way.
love you.
Were we
He's-
not in the middle of fucking him getting it?
No,
He
he was
didn't
gonna
leave 'cause
go.
it's
And
not-
he said
didn't-
he said to
Okay.
he said to stay
Let
here.
me
So he
end
wouldn't get them.
conversation. Close his dialogue box.
Is there anything
That
else
was
you would
fun.
like to know?
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
No,
but
leave!
definitely,
Kills him.
definitely in the. Definitely check out the Three Peaks Market.
Oh
if
my
you want,
god!
If you want
Tell
to
him to shut
fashion,
up.
if you want to
Finally.
fashion, go to check out the Royal Courtiers. I'm sure if you ask around to the three main guilds, you can find what you need.
Okay, thank you very much. Instantly sits down.
Yes. I shall be with you soon.
Oh my god, you guy.
I don't know why you didn't matter. You're the one asking him all these questions.
I was asking him the things that we need to know.
Mayor already has a busy schedule. We can ask someone else.
I mean, no, he's the only person that can do it right now. We might as well just get it done.
I'll
If
be
he's
right
right
back. I'm
there.
gonna use the restroom.
No, asking the questions about
5-minute break.
where the
Oh,
stuff
right.
is.
Sorry, I thought you knew about. Yeah.
Oh my god.
5-minute break.
I think having Peebus as our our talker is the funniest shit of all time.
You should have seen him as our treasurer trying
when
to make
everyone's
it.
screaming at me, dude.
Yeah, but it's just funny. It's just funny because like you just keep missing the info. But it's probably because like obviously I'm not
You
like
should have
talking
seen
myself.
Peebus as our treasurer whenever Hawkins and I are trying to make a deal.
Oh
Dude.
no!
That was the funniest. Not at the time,
Not at the time he was miserable.
but looking back at it, it was funny.
Oh my
Looking
God.
back at it,
Okay, my food's
I'm so glad I have no connection to that farm.
Leave me alone.
That place is so doomed.
Dude, we blew off 2 of their horses. We sent them into the Shadow Realm and then blew them up.
I miss Stavros.
I don't.
He would have gotten our CCCs for us.
I'm getting the CCCs.
He would have mailed in beforehand, have him prepared.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he would know this
Like,
entire
yeah, guys,
system.
I got these CCCs.
Oh,
Hey guys, it's me.
Oh, hey guys. I got these CCCs.
Here's one for you, and for you, and for you.
They're all like in a little bow.
They
They have little baskets.
have like a bit of perfume sprayed on them, so they smell nice.
They're
Yeah,
laminated.
they're like flower baskets, but they have the card on them, and it's the CCCs.
They're
King of the
putting
fruit
they're
basket.
putting like trading card sleeves and then PSA 10.
I got a Charizard! Let's fucking go!
Dude, mine's factory new.
Holy shit.
Oh man, mine's minimal wear.
Oh, tough luck.
What the hell?
I put a sticker on mine.
Hello, friends. I'm back.
I put an iBuy Power Hollow on mine.
Reminds me of the fucking soda pop in Pokemon card opening stream where you just like burned whatever good cards you got. That shit
Put
was
them in
so
a
funny.
jar of mud.
Yeah, he put one in a jar of
That
mud,
was
he
my
fucking
favorite
put a flamethrower on one.
Yep. PSA -2.
He bit one in half or some shit.
Also, I don't think Domo ever heard about the deadline.
About the what?
Or that like at a certain point we just die or something? Or the timer?
I mean, we've told you about the timer because
You
we
have?
brought
Okay.
it up a few times. It says, yeah, we got
Yeah, we
so
got
much
the
time,
alert
so
for
heads
it,
are
like
gonna
right before
explode.
we met you. Was that? Did we get the alert after the Newt hostage moment, or was that before the Newt hostage moment?
I think it was after, right?
I remember it was on the road either to or from the bathhouse, right?
I think it was from. Because if it was 2, then we wouldn't have spent all that time investigating.
Real and true. Where were you guys going when you met Damu? I was a CP.
It was like literally just outside the gates of Maplewood when we were on our
Okay.
way to, like once we got on the horses and stuff. Like literally as we were leaving, Dammy's at the
My
gate
first
talking to
interaction
some
with
guards,
Damu
I
was
think.
throwing up on him. It comes full circle.
Right, when you met me, I was talking to the annoying pig kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were talking to Shlomo.
Yeah, but Kit was he was eeping.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for my first.
And then when because he was like fucking 1 HP because fucking Kira kept throwing rocks at him. and then he finally woke up and just threw up on you.
Yep. In the
Deserved.
best case scenario.
Let's see.
And then we went into Brazil.
Brazil
Brazil.
football.
Twilight Redemption goes to Brazil. Beach episode.
Is that the salt flats? I
Each
wonder what the
episode.
school nights. Wait, where have we heard the school nights before? Are that just been
Those were the
offhanded
guys
stuff?
that we met. Wasn't it in Maplewood?
Was it? Because I thought
Also,
apparently.
when we came in, they were telling us how they were coming back from the
You met them
Monster
several
Island.
times. You met some of them in Maplewood who were making the caravans to go out. You met some lower level Squall
yes.
Knights on the road with Erlen Aerith, who
I
stopped
remember
you,
now.
and he's with the 500 Knights.
They had a
They're also
fucking
the ones
marching
who-
band with them.
They're also the ones who were fighting Jatterlies and got murked at the very end. And yeah, they're also
Yeah,
the
Sarah
ones who-
Galvera is the Night Lord in charge of them.
Yep.
I
So
remember now.
they are a rather important order of knights.
Galvera Pescador.
Escobar.
I kind of want to
Beast.
see if I can fucking
Also, you know
animal
Squall Knights.
handling moment one of the
Uh,
monsters that they bring
oh.
back.
You I'm gonna actually send you this message. Yes.
I missed the Thrasher Kadoy.
Is he still getting revived?
The Thrasher? No, he's
Yeah.
dead.
No, yeah, they were reviving them. 'Cause we've been on good
Oh.
behavior. Except for Kadoy Prime, who was chuckling while the people were dying.
Listen,
Oh,
he's
shit.
he's real, you know. He's fake.
Let's get back
Telling
to
them
it.
how it is.
You the man who left, you guys are down there talking, chilling out. The man comes back down. Hello. Sorry for the wait. Good news. The mayor he says he will speak to you. Leon Rosov.
Excellent.
Would you like
Right
to,
now?
assuming you are ready?
We're ready. Teleports into the mayor's office.
Quite literally. As he takes you up some stairs.
Holy shit.
As he opens the door, he's like, right in here. You shall go.
Yippee!
As it will start to load for you guys. If you need anything else, well, I cannot promise I'll be around. As you look around, you realize there are a couple windows in the back. There's almost no windows in here besides a few in the back where you see kind of a telescope. And everything, as you noticed, is extremely messy. You see papers everywhere. Books are open. You even see a bed in the left. It looks like this guy probably sleeps in here. But everything's a mess, strewn over. And it kind of reminds you a little bit of how cramped it was in the Maplewood City Hall. But this is just this man's office. As you see, this man is sitting in the middle. As you kind of walk in, you see he is sitting on what seems, you don't quite understand instantly, but it's almost like a stool, but it's floating, as he's like floating to the left and right between these two tables. You've walked in, but he has not addressed you, as he is floating back. You see scribbling on paper. He's rapidly scribbling on stuff, stamping other things, throwing it across the room into like little cupboards, and then he like goes back over. He seems extremely busy. And he doesn't seem like he's stressed, but he seems droopy-eyed and exhausted.
Do you think he'll fucking... Guys, do you think he'll laser me if I cough and say excuse me? Will I get death lasered, you guys?
Well, he knows we're here, so he should.
I mean,
be.
he hasn't reacted to us walking in.
I mean, has he noticed this?
I will subtly
Big words.
cough. Ahem. Excuse
Yes,
me,
please.
sir.
Come have a seat. Please, if I come off as rude, please don't mind the attitude. I'm the only God's damned person in this place that cares about organization and keeping things orderly.
Oh, I understand. I'm quite a busy man myself.
Everyone says, let's
where would
go
you like,
off to
these
see the
fellows to
people
sit?
coming to the port. Not a damn one of them cares about how this place is ran. Yes, they can. Slaves or not, I don't care.
Okay. I sit here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you sit there. Everyone, you can take your seats or do what you wish.
I sit on the floor.
I stand in the
next
back
to
with
Ben.
Kira.
I'm gonna go sit in this like in this chair, but I'm like so much smaller, so I look like a kid in like a recliner.
You're like kicking your feet.
Yeah.
So
Cute.
what is it you need? As he's still spinning around, kind of finishing all the stuff up, not really looking at you.
I'm here to register these slaves with CCC cards.
Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. It's a lot on my mind. He kind of turns as a thing kind of flies over, and he kind of flies over here on his little stool towards you. He like just kind of floats. It's not really a fly. It's more like a float. As he puts his hand out. The name is Leon Rostov.
I extend my clean hand, my big one. Is
nice
he
to
like
meet you.
gesturing to shake his
Yeah,
hand?
he has his hand out. My name is
Okay, I'll
Leon
shake his hand.
Rostovs. I'm the mayor of, as he shakes your hand, I'm the mayor of the city. Of course, I'm not the highest in command in the city. However, I am probably the only one trying to keep it intact, as the governess and even our beloved Night Lord. Governess is not very well, but our beloved Night Lord is so preoccupied with other things. I'm the one who has to keep everything together.
Do you know who the governess is?
You do maybe a history check? Do you mind? I mean, you lived in Rihdar all your life.
I have no clue.
I mean, I think. Yeah,
Or
you
Gore?
probably, you probably have to ask, honestly, if you're really
I will
interested.
not.
Okay.
I don't care that much.
Sure thing. Yes, but did your first time here? Obviously, you have a K, and I would like to show you a little more respect, but unfortunately, there's not. Actually, I didn't get your name. How you ran off? Look at my head.
The name's Benedict Bumbleton.
Benedict. Pleasure to meet you. Anyway, did
Pleasure
you
to
get?
meet you too.
If it's your first time here, did you get your cards pre-prepared at the gatehouse?
Did I? Is that what we did?
We were gonna meet the
I don't
guards
think so.
here, and I think they kept it.
Yeah. Yep, they kept all your information. Time to do it again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We've done it before, we can do it really fast. Speed round.
Okay,
Speed
yes.
round.
Slash me does exactly the same answers that we did last time.
What was that? I don't know your answers either. I have them somewhere, but I don't have them on me right now.
I don't even remember what the questions were.
Well, don't worry. You didn't answer it. He looks at you. He asked you that question. Do you have your cards pre-made?
We do, right? Or I do?
No, just say the guards have the guards.
Wait, do they still have them?
Yeah, I think they still have them.
Sure,
right?
hell they did. They didn't.
Oh my goodness.
'Cause they said they were going to meet us here, but then they went to the.
Yeah, they did.
Probably went to the dots.
Yeah, they went to the docks.
Probably.
So what do I tell him then?
Just tell them that.
Oh yes, I think I gave my card to some guards, and then they just went to the docks without us.
Sitting tired on the corruption in this place. No one cares about that damn job. Sure. I guess we have to do it from scratch then. That's exactly what you need. Are you getting a CCC yourself? Or are you updating your KNI?
What
Start with
was
you.
the verdict on that?
You're updating.
Yeah,
Your choice as well.
I'm also updating
both,
my
I guess.
KNI.
You're updating your KNI and you are.
And I'm
Doing
registering
CCC servers,
these
right?
individuals.
For them, do you want to CCC yourself as well or no?
Okay.
You don't necessarily need one because you have your KNI, but maybe you want the magic money. You do not wish to put it on your KNI and rather keep that on a CCC.
I mean, okay. While we're at it.
Sure, I like the way you think. All right, we shall start with you. Firstly, please hand over your KNI.
Wait, did the guards take that?
No, you don't. You have your KNI on you.
Okay.
looked at it.
Slash me hands the KNI. Cutely.
Where's the Bumbleton? Thank you very much. I'll put this to the side for now. I'm gonna use this to fill out a lot. Is most of this information still true? Your birthday, your age.
Yes.
Alright, well, let's start with your CCC. Alright, we'll try and do this pretty quick. What's your age? Oh, firstly, what's your full used name, the name you normally go by.
Benedict Bumbleton.
No middle name you go by?
No.
Alright. Age.
I don't. Did I give him an age last time?
Probably.
I don't fucking know what my age would be. Fucking
Okay.
73. I'll give like
36.
I'll put him at like a
Veneer-
27.
Veneer live like maybe 20, 30 years longer than humans, but not much longer.
Okay.
36.
So what did you
How
say?
about like 44?
44? Okay.
44.
You look
Final
pretty good
age.
for a
and a
40-year-old.
Thank you. I like brush my hair a little bit.
He looks at you, race. He decided looks up, human?
Yes.
Alright. What's your city of origin?
Is it Silfred?
What you call home, where you live at. For you, it probably would be Silfred, if that's where you consider your
Yeah,
home
it
is.
was Silfred, right? Yeah.
Ah, you're from the capital. Curious you're all the way out here. Is there a reason you're out here?
We've got to go to a tailor for my play, or for my theater.
Oh, do you plan on going to the Envision? The Crystal Envision?
Oh my god, how many tailors are there in here? Is that wait? What is that?
Do you say that?
Just
Oh,
say
that
you're getting a
is-
few quotes or something.
That is, the Crystal Envision is our famous theater here.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh, my god! I want
there's
to
a
go! I
theater.
want to go, you guys!
That's huge.
I'm
Is
afraid
that-
I don't have time for it.
Oh, so it's not
you
for
know,
your
in our
plays, as
schedule.
in you're playing here. You're just coming to pick up costumes and such from our
No,
tailors.
yes, just picking up costumes for my theater in Silfred.
I see. Well, that sort of goes into my next question. Is your occupation then a playwright or an actor?
Both actually.
Theater kid.
Theater kid. No.
Professional
Yeah.
Renaissance man.
It now made sense why you could afford such people.
Yes, thank you.
I curtsy.
Do you wish to put magic money on your CNI or just on your CCC? If either.
Probably want to do it on the KNI, right?
Probably better to put on the CCC because that's KNI is universal. I guess it is, but you probably know not many people would use magic money besides those in Port Crevice.
But I can
if
still
it's-
use the KNI
Yes.
in Port Crevice, right?
Yeah, but maybe you asked for his opinion. Who knows?
Can you ask if you can take money off of the magic money? Like, how, if you can exchange them easily? Like, how's that work?
How easily am I able to exchange money in and out of the magic money cards?
Oh, yes. Very good question. So the CCC with magic money, what you do is let's say you put the 1 Rihdarian gold onto your card. You then have equivalent value in magic money. If you do wish to extract it back into hard coin, if you were to leave the city, we usually we have a bit of a partnership with the bank, the Wine Trust, or you could come here, and if we have the cash on us, we could probably help you. Unfortunately, since we have to go through the bank, sometimes they take, depending on the amount, they might take a little bit of interest. If you get a lot of money with them, or if you put money on there very often, they oftentimes will get rid of the interest rate. But it's only a small amount, maybe 5% or something. So it's usually what most people do is they put a certain amount of magic money, and they just never take it off. And so they have some cash for when they leave, and then most of the magic money is from gambling or whatever. So they kind of have a little bit of both. But most people do not take it off their card.
And would that be true for both the CCC and KNI?
Yes, it works the same. Well, perhaps if you go through the bank having a KNI, they may consider you more of a valuable customer, and they may decide to be more lenient with fees and things like that. As obviously someone such as yourself is well respected, many people, especially an enterprising bank, would wish to probably value your person more than your money.
So I'm thinking we put maybe like 75% of our money on the card.
I was thinking barely any. Like, maybe 2 Rihdarian gold each.
Really?
I don't know, what does everyone else think?
Yeah, but I don't think we need a lot of gold. Yeah, because when regarding gold is more than enough. I feel like for
I think just
Anything
do
we
one
might need.
Rihdar in gold each, and maybe put a little bit more on Bumbles, just so that he can pay for Taylor stuff if it's more expensive than that.
how much gold did we have in total?
99 or something. Some change.
I think at 90,
How much
yeah,
did
99 is
we-
change.
We spent 1 gold at that place, and we only got 20 silver back.
I mean, you can see the money. I have all of our money.
Do I have access to you? I do.
98
I
and
don't.
21.
I should have. I should be at 99 Redarian gold.
No, because remember, we gave one Redarian gold to the guardsman, and we gave another one.
Oh, yeah.
and we
Right.
gave
Right.
another-
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Yeah,
right.
so
So I have
98, so you're-
98
you're right.
gold and 21 silver.
So,
Okay.
as if you want my opinion, as now he's like kind of working on other papers, you can always put more magic money on your card, but there is a bit of an issue. I personally did not wish to pass the bill, but it got passed anyway by the nobles and Glamour Heights, and unfortunately, Governess Adeline is working with them. But most shops will charge more if you use a hard coin. So the prices are usually a little bit higher for hard coin, at least the ones you find in the respectable areas of our town. So a lot of people, I do suggest putting, if you plan to spend a lot, put in as much as you think you might want or need on your card. You can always add more magic money, but if you, sometimes they make fees on adding money too, depending on how often you do it or for what reason.
Did he say that we were able to get like hard coin from magic money as well?
Yeah, but usually
Yeah.
he said usually that goes to the bank, and the bank is a little bit separated from the government, so there may be fees and things like that.
Mm.
I think
Or,
I
I
just
guess also you
put
could
a
find
bunch on
someone
my
to trade.
KNI.
You can also find someone to trade KNI for cash, I'm sure, or trade magic money for cash.
Did you
Just,
say 25%, by the way?
On what? On the interest?
Fee?
It kind of varies. It was he said probably a 5%, but you don't know if he's speaking
5%,
from-
okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
not,
you
it's
said
not-
20. I was like, 25,
not-
that's huge.
now it
5,
might be
5 isn't too bad.
you would realize he says that, but he might also be speaking from his own experience as an important person. So like that could vary depending on who you are and what kind of, all kinds of things. But yeah,
I mean, we
Nothing
could probably just
very-
put like 8 gold, like 8 Redarian gold, even it out.
Okay.
But yes, you can always add more, take it off. But most, as the saying goes, money runs supreme here, and most people like
Actually-
using magic money.
Let's go like 2 Redarian gold between all of us. Like, so it'd be 10 in total.
I'm
and we'd
thinking
have
I'm
to-
probably not gonna be like allowed to put money on you guys,
Ask.
I mean, yeah, but
especially not that much.
You can ask all questions to this man.
Would it be suspicious?
Yeah,
is
no,
the
just ask.
question.
Why would it be suspicious? Because I want to buy a snack, man.
Okay. Would I be able to put money on their cards? Gestures
Oh,
to my slaves.
Very, very good question. So it depends. Their cards will be different than yours, slightly. One of the things are you get to choose what type of slave they are. So, for example, if you had a slave under the title of like maid, perhaps, or some kind of title that lets us know certain things that they are in charge of going outside and getting supplies for you, you can put magic money on their cards, and they can use that money to buy said supplies and bring it back home and cook food or whatever you wish of them. So it is possible. It mostly depends on the type of slave they are, though. Like
Okay,
a
I
warrior
would
type.
say don't give us money then.
Yeah,
I mean,
warrior
you
type.
can just
might
say like
be
work
allowed.
hand because we help you with your
But yes.
play, right?
Just general assistant, right?
Yeah, just
We
assistance.
we told I think we told the guards that I was a scholar.
They don't
Yeah, you
care.
can give it. They'd want a title. Like he'd tell you they want like a title. Like it doesn't have to be anything specific. Like maybe like maid, butler, bodyguard, carriage driver. Like nonsense like that.
I could just say that they're all assistants, right?
Or like general purpose slaves.
Utility.
Yeah.
Utility.
Anyway, that's how that works for
Ex-slave.
them. But how much magic money would you like on your CCC?
Oh
How
yes,
many you
thank.
want on your CCC?
I say like 4.
Yeah, I think 4 for yourself and give the rest of us 2 or something, and then like, at the end of the day, if you really want to, we can get rid of them, or like just exchange it back.
Okay. I just like 4 on me, and then 2 on the rest of them.
Okay, we'll get to them in
Do
just a moment.
constructs get money?
Yeah,
Alright,
can you?
let-
Ask.
Just
Okay.
I would just say give it to give it to them, and if you can't, they'll just say no.
I mean, I did say for all 4 of you, so
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Alright, let
What
us,
about the jackal?
shut up.
Guys,
let
we've
us,
got along.
let us go to your slaves. Which one would you like to start with?
Let's start
Your
with
favorite?
this one right here. Gestures to my little lizard.
Wait, before we move on, how much money am I removing from my inventory?
I don't do it
4.
yet. We'll do it at the end.
Okay.
So we make sure we know everyone at once. Okay, we'll start with him.
12.
Owner Benedict. What type of slave?
He's an assistant.
What's his job? What kind of assistant was he assist you with?
The theater.
Washing your back.
Wash my ass crack.
So he is
Just say,
a.
heavy lifting, sir. Is what I mainly do for you.
What did you say?
Heavy lifting, sir.
Yeah, yeah. He's my heavy lifting guy.
That
He
was
loves to
very.
lift.
He tells you, Benedict. That was very. Okay. Heavy lifting.
Like when you move the props
we'll
around the
put-
stage.
We'll put.
Was he confused because of my big ass arm?
No, he's confused because you said. Just when you said, "What did you say?" It sounded like you were like questioning your slave. What did you say? Speaking to me without telling me.
Oh, like you like really got into character. What the fuck did you say?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to him.
Okay,
It's
so
not
you
that
mean
you're
little shit?
confused.
He backhands him.
He's okay. I'll put him
That'd be
as
so
a
cute.
I'll put him with the type mule.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If it sounds right.
Well, that is what we usually call the slaves who do the heavy work. Alright. Where do we return him and found?
Just kill me.
Mount Betrod.
Perhaps your address,
don't
or if you
know.
have somewhere to you'd like us to hold them if they get lost.
Does it have to be a place or a person?
It could be either. It's really just return what they found. It's like you find this way.
Return to me.
Well, probably a better place where we know you'd be often. Maybe your home or something similar.
Okay. I
Hawkins, you
definitely
should
can't
say you should say the farm in Maplewood.
Yeah, but
Either that or
That's
your
not-
theater. Where's your theater?
Benedict
my
probably knows.
theater's in Sealfrin, which is farther away than.
Yeah, well, it doesn't
Maplewood.
actually matter. This is just a cover. We don't
Okay,
actually need
then,
them to be returned anywhere.
The Rings Theater in Sealfrin.
The Rings Theater. I feel like I've actually heard of that before.
Sorry, I'm asking this out of character, but when they say like when you're found, like, is that implying that if we were wandering on our own,
Yeah.
they're gonna ship us there?
Yes.
So there's
Yeah.
so we'll never be able to split apart.
No. You can. It's mostly assuming. So this is why the type's also important. And if you have magic money, so it's like, oh, this type has a reason to be out doing something.
That's then I explain the whole maid thing and whatnot.
Yeah. So like someone like
Okay.
cook, servant, assistant cook might be out buying food. Oh, that.
Yeah, so
fair
if you're
enough.
ever lost, Swills just carry
But
something really heavy.
The thing it really means though is you guys, which we're about to get into, after he says that, he's like, okay, what kind of escape timer would you want on there? Usually we do a day, and what it mostly means, Mo5, is that if you guys are found with your escape timer ran out, it means you ran away, and they're going to return you to where they can.
Say 3 days.
Usually,
Say a month.
usually we really suggest a couple hours or a day. I know it can get tiring, but at least in the city we suggest that because issue is only you can reset it. So if perhaps your slaves get stolen or something like that, we'd also be able to realize, oh, this slave is probably not this person's. So it is both. So if they run away, and also if you kind of lose hold of them, it's easier for us to potentially figure out that they're not where they're not meant to be.
I would
Get
say
back
2
to you.
days.
I think 2 days.
I
Could
think
you do-
that's like not suspicious.
Okay.
Or at least
Could you do 2 days? You know, they have to go very far sometimes.
2 days? You're like, nah, 2 days is fine. Alright. And what is He kind of lets you. And what is your method that you want the timer to be reset? It's always a personal method you can choose. Perhaps you say a word, or you put your blood on the card. Something
What
unique
did I
that only
choose
you can
last
do.
time?
I think you chose some kind of word.
I don't think you did.
No, I did something. Kiss on the cheek. He doesn't have cheeks.
What? You don't have cheeks?
The lizard doesn't have a cheek. He doesn't have
Okay,
lips.
okay.
It does.
Right, let's try and move this. What do you thinking?
Just a keyword.
Well, what is the problem? Is you have to set it up now, so your keyword would have to be said into the card now.
Oh yeah, that's what I did last time. I said like, "Is this thing on?"
Oh yeah, do that.
No,
now
that
you-
can't
now-
be
Do
That's
that
the
bit
same
again.
joke.
Do that bit again.
Now you do it again, and you'd be like, you'd just feel stupid doing it now. I'm sure, Benedict. What?
Yeah. How do I do the keyword?
Well, what I'll do is I'll initiate it, so you can set it up. If you ever wanted to change it, you can bring it back to us. But we'll let you set it up, and then what you do is whenever you wish to do it, you just tap your card to theirs, and you say the keyword, and it will reset their timer. You can also do that as well. If you tap the card twice to theirs, it will bring the timer to 0. So for in case if you wish to punish them and didn't want them to run away, it would automatically be at 0 if they left your facility.
Okay.
But pretty straightforward. You just need to choose your keyword.
Just any keyword.
Anything you wish to say. Tell me when you're ready for me to hit the button and record it. It could be an
I'm
entire
ready.
sentence. It could be an entire poem. It does not really matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
He
ready.
can hits the button. It nods.
Is it on? I could just say anything.
There's a phrase.
He hits the button and he kind of looks at you. Whenever I nod, it means it's on. Okay. I need to reset
okay.
this. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
He
What is a
nods at him.
bumble?
Wait, did you not? I blinked.
This is so
Take that.
stupid.
Take that. Just say take that. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
It's only slightly less
keyword
funny the second time.
Kill.
He said he kind of looks at you. He resets it. All right, are you ready this time?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
He kind of nods.
It's very confusing. Is it on?
Oh my God!
I would hate this
No, that time I was
guy.
actually not paying attention. Okay,
No,
wait. Okay.
well, you
One more
weren't paying
time, one more
attention.
time.
Oh my
Sorry.
He looks at you.
Can
I
we
have
just do
one
like
thought
a
of-
button to reset it?
We can do that.
Okay, thank
well,
you.
Sort of. However,
Oh
I'm sorry
my
to say,
God, there's
I
no way.
personally like you a lot, but I do feel rather offended by that. I do not
What?
think you're the type to be. You seem rather smart enough. Let's get this over with. Don't mind me. Do you wish it just to be you just have to tap your card against theirs? What do you want?
Yeah, it's just tapping the card for all of them, please.
You can tap it, but you still have to put your fingerprint on their card when you do so. So, assuming they did not steal your finger or kill you, you'd probably be okay.
Finger, you say?
Does that work with you?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. And he kind of goes down the line. Next one. What do you? So he's probably kind of looking at Damu. What's their type?
I move forward.
What would he be?
Mm-hmm.
A scholar.
He's my book guy. He gets the books from me.
You're your bookkeeper.
Yes.
Interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard of a man having a slave. I suppose he is a Testerta. They are known to be pretty wise. Yeah, though he's a little weird looking.
I smile.
I assume all these are to be returned to the same place.
Yes.
Same escape timer?
Of course.
And same way to handle it.
Absolutely.
And what is their type?
Does he... Who's he talking about?
I
This
like
one?
older
Talking about Kira.
women.
What would Kira be?
Maid.
Maid? This is my the housekeeper. This is to keep the theater nice and clean.
Making her rocks
Housekeeper?
cracking.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, and for the three of them, to run through real fast, what are all their races, starting from the first one?
This is a lizard folk, I think.
All right.
Nods.
The next one? No,
Uh,
I suppose I've obviously I know that one. That
Yes,
was,
you
I
were
said it
right on
earlier.
that guess.
Testerto. And the one with the cloak of their head.
That is an elf.
Kind of looks up, wasn't really paying attention. What type of elf? Can they take their
I don't
cloak
even
off?
fucking know.
What do
Yeah,
you?
that's-
What
he's
bubble
he's
did
like
know?
trying to telling you, but can they take their cloak off? So I can see their head.
Yes, take your cloak off, please.
So we do so,
Yeah,
if I? Or,
Yeah.
alright, please describe your antlers.
Kira's being bad.
Well, the antlers
Just
look
lasers.
pretty
Antler-like.
antler-like. I would say they're, with my affinity with my wildfire spirit, maybe they're like a little bit they look a little singed on the tips, but if anything, I don't think they're humongous or anything. Otherwise, my cloak wouldn't really fit over it.
Are they
Hmm.
cute?
He kind of nods.
They're pretty cute.
He kind of like nods for a minute. That is a very. You best be careful with that one. Many slave traders would happily kill you for an. As he kind of looks at your antlers, the way they turn, they're a little bit wild. A wood elf? I know it does. I think is that the wood elf?
Is it?
I'm just looking at Benedict.
I don't even know. What are you?
You're the one that owns me. You can say whatever you want.
Oh my god. Sure, he's wood elf, I guess.
She's
didn't
really check
a. Her antlers are a little strange. What's going on at the tips of them, but seems to be a rather young wood elf. I do suggest you be careful. If she's a housekeeper and is allowed to go out freely, be careful.
Should have said housekeeper. Fuck.
Well, that's what you said. Oh, yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. Did you want to imagine money on any of them? The ones I assume the housekeeper would probably have some magic money, unless you have someone else do your shopping.
Please just give it to us all, please.
Yes, two for all of them.
Oh, all of them. Interesting.
Yes, they all need their own little duties.
Okay, and I see this little teddy bear moving around. It's very plushy. I don't think it's more magic, right? What is that? I've never seen that
Are
race
you?
before. Is that a
I'm
construct?
gonna bow.
He's a construct, remember?
Yes, he's a construct.
All right.
I like to have him
you're-
dance around in my plays. It's
you're
very
the-
entertaining for the young
You're
ones.
the owner. So constructs are definitely more worrisome than slaves. So you're the owner. We return it to the Rind theater. So this is where we get into important stuff. They do not have escape timers. This is not slaves. However, we need to know their level of intelligence, so we can determine as to what kind of restraints we should consider putting on them.
You should ask what the levels are.
Oh wait! Oh my god, my Discord like half froze. Did you repeat that?
More or less, he's asking you how intelligent they are, so that they can determine what kind of restraints to put on your construct.
Pretty fucking stupid.
should-
What
So
would the
he-
like levels be?
He kind of puts his hand to you. The problem is, I'm sure you've heard of the children of steam machinery. Not many of us appreciate those who aren't. Well, it's hard to trust things that aren't flesh and blood. The thing is, if they are highly intelligent and depending on what they're capable of, if they go rogue, we need to know what level of threat they are if you lose control of them. And that basically
what
means
would the
we're
levels
not
be?
we will not be putting anything on them. It'll be if they happen to go road and we know it's them. The levels go from simple like harmless, literally, a teddy bear can't punch, can't do anything, all the way up to organizing the Squall Knights to go off in the city and tame the thing. It really depends on what they're capable of and how intelligent they are outside of you. Do you have to give them commands to do stuff, or could they kill you?
Jump and give him a hug.
Could they kill you and become you? To what extent are they? they do
No,
things.
he's pretty much just a teddy bear. He's not
Yeah.
got that much harming capabilities.
What do they do? Like what type would you say they are?
He's a little baby. Little goo goo
Potato.
gaga bitch baby.
For like your daughter?
Oh no, he's just for the kids during the plays. You know, they like to hang around with them.
Performer.
As he looks his back, he is currently. I do currently see an axe on his back.
Oh my god.
It is a toy axe, keep in mind.
Yeah, it's still pretty large though.
How big is
It
it?
actually is sharp though for it to work. But it does kind of look like a toy. He's like, oh. The
Can I
point
like
is,
shrink it? Can I like make it really small and really big to like show that it's a toy?
Unfortunately, you can make it really big using charges. You cannot make it really small though.
I want to make it really big and like shrink it back down instantly. I'll use a charge.
Okay, yeah, you shrink it. You grow it and shrink it. So they have a magical weapon. It's fine to have
Yeah.
constructs that are capable of fighting. If something is a strong fighter, it means if they go rogue, we need to use different precautions. And he looks at you, and you really should not lie about this stuff. For if even the most, let's say you get into a street scuffle and they fight alongside you, if they're written down as a harmless teddy bear, that will still be just as bad as not having them registered.
Then I guess he might be a little harmful. I honestly forgot that he had that axe with him.
So is he a fighter? Does he only follow commands?
He only follows my commands.
Okay, so he does follow your commands. But are they a fighter or are they not?
What would that mean? Like,
It means they have.
I mean, you could say I am a fighter, but I only fight in like performances.
yes, he only fights in the performances, though.
I do suppose, yes, you probably wouldn't get normal fights yourself. Not very often. Okay. And the last thing we need to know about this is if they go rogue, how do we shut them down? What is their off switch or whatever it is you have placed upon them?
Poop his nose, poop his nose.
Yeah, boop his nose.
Oh, that's easy. It's easier than I expected.
Should have said put it, cut your hand and like put it on him or something.
That'd be funny.
Okay, I believe that is all of it. There are some other important things that are important as he runs your KNI through like this little machine, brings it back out. As he tries to put your cards to the machine, it goes boop, 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 boop. He kind of looks at the card. Oh, sorry, silly me. I forgot. There's so many things I do. The problem is the governess and the nobles go behind my back all the time and change things. It seems they made a rule that slaves have to be on a 24-hour timer.
Oh, that's no problem. Just, put it on that.
Okay.
Power game.
Power gaming.
It literally is a law in this place.
Damn it!
You're forcing this on us just so that you can make our lives harder.
It is a law.
Joke's on you guys. I don't have a timer.
You just have
What
an
do you mean?
instant kill switch.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
All right. A few other things you may wish to know about. Has anyone informed you? Do you know of how this place works? The laws and things like that?
I'm
Do
Grind
it?
and spend money.
We know not
Yeah,
to use
fuck
weapons and
bitches,
bring
get
weapons in
money.
the crevice. Or the
Wink at the
You
residents.
seem a little confused.
Oh wait, is this like a test, or is
Yeah,
it
well, he's
just
asking you,
asking?
he's
Just
asking
talking
you.
to us.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because we do have some weird
Mm-hmm.
ones, so as make sure you don't get off guard.
Yeah, we've
Just
things
just
happen.
We've
ask
been
them.
acclimated to the rules.
Just
in the
ask for them,
crevice
please.
itself.
We're gonna get arrested for no reason.
What?
That's if we don't
Just
get
ask
eaten
for
by a
them.
shark
We're gonna get
first.
arrested for no reason.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Could you teach us some of the weird ones, maybe?
Yes, he kind of looks at you. As you see, whenever he says that, like he says yes, but his mouth kind of twitches a little bit at you.
Oh my god.
Sure.
You may not leave your house between 3 and 4 p.m.
Very obviously, we have our own crevice slave laws here. For example, a slave is not allowed to speak unless spoken to. And that also means even if you allow your slave to speak, for example, if you told your lizardman there, he is allowed to speak to me, he is not allowed to actually speak unless I also approve of it. So you do not just be like, oh, you're allowed to speak, because we do not want slaves having unwanted... many people do not like being unwantedly taught to a slave. So they're not allowed to speak unless both parties agree to it. Number 2, they are not allowed to be alone at night. Before it's hard to tell if they are trying to escape or not, even if their timer's on. They can be alone, but if they're caught, it's just unnecessary hassle. So it is against the law to allow slaves out at night unless you are with them or someone of who can claim them. You cannot go into the crevice with weapons. The day of peace is a little bit different, and they may let you in or not. But normally you cannot let anyone in with weapons. You will leave them at the top of the gates, as it is our prized jewel. Also, an important one for any of you trying to make deals, we have a law here called the Law of Contracts, where any two group, you and another group, can agree on the terms of a deal. This could be like if you agree on a duel, or a game, or a real business, or a trade, or anything like that. As long as you agree to it, and all you need to do is tap your CCCs together, and verbally agree to the deal, and it is registered as a proper transaction. And for example, if you have an arm wrestling competition with someone, and you say, I'll give you 2 Rihdar in gold if I win, and you give me 2 Rihdar in gold if you win, and you both agree to it, you will verbally agree, touch your cards together, and then if you win, and they try not to pay you, it is in our system, and we can uphold that. At least we should be able to. But that is one of our ways we allow people to do deals and such without having... well, we used to try and have people there for these duels, but it was too much work. Anyway, as long as you do that and you bring your card to the city hall here, we can check that for you. This is one of the weirder ones that will be very important for you, Benedict, due to your high-quality slaves here. We call it the shackle right, where the Willows, they are in charge of... You might have heard of them. Probably have if you have these slaves. One of the biggest slavery groups in Tradoy, and they run the Righteous Hotel. The Willows have managed to get a law passed for them that they are allowed to freely enslave any criminal before they're put in a jail cell. So, for example, if you get caught doing a crime in the Southern Dots and they have to walk you up to the jail, if a member of the Willows sees you before you get to the jail, they can legally claim you as their slave before you're arrested. So it's very... And I hate to say it, but the Coin Guard are... Well, they're called the Coin Guard for a reason. They're not very trustworthy. So don't get arrested. And try not to tempt anyone to get you framed. Otherwise, you may just find yourself or your slaves quickly and legally taken by the Willows to live in the Righteous Hotel. So be careful of that. Lastly, which probably doesn't matter too much to you, there's a law passed by the Senate here recently called the Fugitive Recovery Imperator. It allows bounty hunters, which is very important here as this is the headquarters of the Rose Gold Company. It allows bounty hunters to freely hunt anyone with a bounty or anyone they see committing a crime, regardless of our laws. So if you have a bounty on your head or you're caught committing a crime in front of them, they can legally hunt you and take you in without us being able to stop them. So, even if you're a good upstanding citizen, if you're wanted with a bounty, we will not be able to help you. That is a federal, or that's a Senate law. It's not really us. Any questions? Any more concerns about the potential laws we have, or rules that may burden you or your slaves?
Ask if constructs are allowed at night.
Are constructs allowed at night?
It's probably best not to. Even with constructs, though it's not illegal, most people do not like seeing constructs out and about without someone with them. The only ones that are really allowed are the dolls from the church. Otherwise, most people. Constructs are not seen as human or even as slaves. They're the lowest of the low. If you let your cute little teddy bear there run free, you might just come back destroyed.
Oh, great heavens!
Though, of course, we can reimburse you since you haven't registered.
Oh, good heavens!
Yes. Anyway, any more questions? While I'm here, I would love to answer you more things, but sort of busy.
As I understand, do we have any more questions? I say out of character.
I think
No.
that's it.
I think that's it.
Alright, did
How much
we
is all this gonna
pay for the
Yeah, why you doing
cards and
that?
everything?
Hold on. Why does it? He pulls out like a little thing. Give me a moment to calculate all this. As you got everything reintroduced. Let's see.
Fuck this city.
So you got that.
Texas, man.
Let's just get
Okay.
the fuck out of here.
Fuck Kadoy.
Get the
Get
fart
out
out
of
of here,
here.
man.
Oh my god, we can't do anything. Well, Ben
Uh,
can.
Plus, well, once you get your collars off, you'll be fine, probably.
Yeah, if we ever get our collars off.
Plus your KNI. Just so you're aware, the reinduction of your KNI is going to be a little more expensive than the others.
Yeah.
But not that much more, because unfortunately you still need to take this to Silifrin to get it fully. I see it's expired. I can update it for a temporary amount of time, about 3 weeks, with your new slaves, but it will expire again shortly until you get it reauthorized by a Senate level notary. As he adds this.
Oh.
Dies in goblin.
And you see he types in like some numbers, and then you see he kind of like looks at you, Benedict. As he kind of looks at you, Benedict. As probably Kira, you would notice this for sure. As he looks at Benedict, kind of grimaces and types some more numbers in.
Huh? Can I perceive that?
Yeah, you can try and perceive it.
Fucking hate it when people type numbers as they smile at me. I see nothing.
You see him kind of look at you, but you don't realize what happened. Okay, I think I've got the price all figured out. That is going to be 1 Rihdarian gold and 60 silver.
I'm gonna fucking
Uh,
get Gom to toss me the coin purse.
But as Hawkins, as you hear this, that is not the right amount compared to what they said at the.
I remember 70 silver being the price.
That is not the right amount. Well, also you weren't gonna get. It is a little bit more naturally because he decided to CCC himself. But that is definitely
But a CCC was like 10
25.
or 15
That's
silver
25.
or 25 per person.
Yeah, so even
Was
then,
it? Okay.
these has
Do we even care?
Hawkins cares.
You can tell why he's probably doing this too.
Can I try and like?
This
I,
is an
I,
asshole.
like I know I
Hawkins
noticed
doesn't
that
have
the price
anything
isn't
else
right.
to
Can I
do.
like try and like? Oh wait, what happened? How could this have happened? Like investigate
Do
Oh,
an
wait.
insight.
with the clues we've got. Insight. Okay.
I'd say insight.
Good thing I'm proficient with that.
Oh, wait.
How could this happen?
Din. You realized he actually seems, for what's worth, you've been in this place before. You actually know that the mayor is rumored to be probably the most uncorrupt person in this entire town. However, he's extremely busy, pressed on time, and no one
He
gives
charged us for his time.
no one gives a
Mr. Crime.
damn about like the effort he puts in. So he really doesn't like it when he's disrespected, and people more or less waste his time as well. So this, you're telling, is a punishment for how Benedict acted to him, very obviously making him have to reset and repeat himself 3 times. Once or twice maybe, but it was 3 times. You can tell that this is a charge for being an idiot.
Couldn't even tell if it was real or not when people said it either.
How much
couldn't
am I
tell if he was
giving,
RP.
Benedict?
No, the last time I actually was real, I didn't hear him.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. That's
How much am I
embarrassing.
giving Benedict?
But that's what you did, Hawkins. You'd realize, oh, this guy is... He's probably not corrupt and wants to pocket the money. It's probably more of like a punishment on Benedict.
It
I
was
also
am I
hate
giving
one
Benedict?
Redarian gold, and that's it, right?
It's one Redarian gold and 60 silver.
Damn it.
So I'm just gonna give him 2 Redarian gold. Don't
Well,
I also need
don't
to
you
give
have
him the
silver?
money? I have 21.
Not 60.
He does have
Don't
to
I
give
also need to give him the money for how much he wants on our cards?
he also had to give you the money. He never
Okay.
offered... You'd have to ask probably for magic money on the construct, because he did not offer on the construct.
It's fine. I'm gonna... Does he want me to get up, or is he gonna float over here?
He's
gonna
back
hand
to
him the
work.
money.
He's like waiting. He's like currently working. They're done.
So that's 11 Redarian gold and 60 silver.
I'm
altogether.
working
Yeah,
it.
I'm giving you. So I just gave you 2. I'm gonna give you 10 more.
We'll
Okay,
assume
I'll-
that you... I'll allow instead of just doing it. We'll put magic money on Dom's card. Well,
Okay, so 13 and 60 silver.
Oh, okay, what? I'm lost now.
So-
I just got confused. What am I doing?
Guys, I'm gonna start crying.
Did I give the right amount? Do I need to
Give him
give
2 more.
less?
2 more.
2 more. Okay.
For yourself to have.
All right. I gave you. That should be 14 in total for everything that I just gave
Okay,
you.
so I give him 14 Redarian gold. Is that correct?
oh, you giving that to Benedict, or did you give that straight Leon Rostov?
I gave that to Benedict,
Okay,
and Benedict is giving that to Leon.
I'm gonna like count through it loudly so that he knows.
I am Leon.
Oh, very slowly.
I'm gonna do it
Lose count 3
loudly so that
times.
he notices, but like quickly.
He's just working. He is once again like he was when you asked him. He's just flying between
Well,
his
I don't
desks.
want to fucking stand up and hand it to him if he gets annoyed by that or something. I guess I got to though.
I think the only thing you can do is
Alright,
start
here
crying.
it is. 14 Redarian gold. How much was it for all the cards?
He just
1 Redar. So that's including everything.
he
So I
just
don't want to like tell him what's what.
he kind of like mentions he like kind of fingers you forward, like come forward.
God, he back into me.
Yes. Yes,
He
Mr.
puts his
Mayor
hand out.
Leon Rostov.
I'm gonna like count. Here's for my card. Here's for theirs in each, and here's the amount that we want on each of the cards.
Sure, perfect.
Blop blop blop.
As he puts the money down, starts putting things. You see as he puts. You see the magic money like kind of just tosses it up, and it falls into a cabinet, and you can't see it anymore. As he then runs a card
Which
in-
cabinet?
to a machine. No, if you really wish to know, this one over here. Oops,
That one.
what do I?
That one right there.
Where?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, right here.
Right there.
Okay, I remember that.
But he drops it in there. You can't see it anymore. Then he also grabs the cards. As he seems, you don't see what he does. He kind of like goes under the desk a little bit and like fiddles with something, and then gets the cards back out. As he puts them all in an envelope, and you see him still in an envelope. As he hands it back to you, Benedict. Here you are. He hands it to you. You should work on your ability to listen. It's been a pleasure otherwise.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit exhausted.
Also, he hands you, drops in your hand, 40 Redarian gold. Sorry, not 40.
Pardon me, I'm
40,
under the
40
weather.
silver doctrines.
Oh my god, listed, clipped. All right, put it in the list.
No. 40 silver doctrines. And here's your change.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Mr.
Below the
Benjamin.
kiss.
Is 40
Mis-
silver?
Mr.
right?
Benjamin.
40 silver doctrines. If you need
Yes.
anything else,
Oh, lizard
well.
man.
Would you mind? Actually, we can ask the front desk. Never mind. I apologize.
first there's no front desk. There is one,
Oh,
but no
front-
one's working there.
There's
The
a
guy you
person
found-
running around, right? Or is he already leaving?
He was running around, but like he obviously was not working the front desk. You just happened to see him come out a door at the time. You don't know where
What
the
were
hell he is. This
you-
place is massive.
Oh, could you ask if there's a postal for any further certificates or documentation we need to give in? Any like post box?
Excuse me. One more thing. Is there a post box for other certificates, or like a post box?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Did
Documentation or handing stuff in or
he looks at you when you say that. He beckons you forward again. Can you hand me that envelope?
Hands him that envelope.
I really just wish to teach you a lesson earlier, but the way you speak is just so...
This is where we bring up where
Before we do this,
he has social anxiety.
say it one more time.
Can't bully him.
What were you trying to ask? Because it came off extremely rude.
That was me paraphrasing Arm, actually. Out of character.
Well, your paraphrasing was not very good.
What? No!
Bundy's getting tired of you out of charactering everything.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry. I was just trying to remember exactly what my slave here said.
If
I
you need to
was
ask him again, please take your time. But I'd like you to speak with some confidence next time. So I do not mumble so much. Or, he kind of looks at you. Do not bumble your words so much.
Oh my god. Roll credits, roll credits.
he
Holy
puts
shit.
glasses on.
Yeah! Guitar riff.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. This is serious. This is serious.
Yeah, yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor.
Go ahead.
We were just wondering where the post box might be.
Are you asking where you could send letters off, or?
Yes.
Well, in the hub, there is a main guild that handles messages. I would suggest you go to, perhaps, who would handle that here? Usually we have individual messengers that you deal with. I'd suggest going to the People's Union, probably in the Three Peats, and they'd likely be the best to help you with that, or point you in the right direction. So in the Three Peats Market, the People's Union, and they'd probably be able to help you find a messenger.
Yes, thank you.
He kind of nods. That was much better. I don't feel like I need to change anything about the contents of this envelope anymore. As he hands you the envelope
Where is
back.
that on the map?
It's in the Three Peats Market. It's one of the three main guilds.
That one, surely.
It's the one that is like all red colored. And they're in charge of that area.
Okay.
But he nods to you. Please feel free to go ahead. Or if you have anything else. I am busy though.
Did you hand me back the envelope?
Yeah, he handed you the envelope.
All right.
I hope you enjoy your stay in our lovely city of pleasure.
Thank you. Starts crying.
Yes.
Why would you do that? Oh my god, you're an awful creature.
What?
Sure. As you guys walk out, you just hear him start scribbling again on this paper. He goes back to it, and you guys leave. You now have the envelope.
Okay. Guys. How about we go to the fucking tailor?
That's a wonderful
Race
idea,
to the
please.
Tailor instantly. Nothing happens on our way there.
We go
Damu
Does the- wait, don't we have to
smiles,
take
while a
the
tear
envelope
rolls down
somewhere?
her face.
Oh,
So
the
did
envelope
we
has
get
your
our
cards.
CCCs?
You'd have to take them out of the envelope.
Okay, opens envelope.
When you open the envelope, as you step outside, you open the envelope to hand out your cards. You do see like these kind of, they look like IDs. They're like smooth, flat, almost laminated cards. You're not unused to this. You had a K&I, but for the others, it'd be, this is the first time you've ever seen something like this. It's kind of probably even silly to you. Why do you need an ID like this? You don't need it anywhere else. But also, the first thing you notice is you see these cards, but you also see about, you think from eye glance, maybe 30 or 40 silver doctrines in this bag.
For free?
For free. And you'd be
That's the
mostly
change.
confused. No, he already handed you your change.
More
Oh.
change?
Oh, he was just being nice. He was giving us back the money we thought it cost. I guess.
No, this was his lesson. This is what he was going to take out of the bag since Benito's been an idiot still after he told him
Oh my god.
to watch his. Watch what he says.
It's a little silly. Serious
He was-
Goose Society just isn't built for a silly goose like Benedict Bumbleton.
All right. Asterisk grabs my card. Asterisk gets everyone's
Asterisk
card.
hands everybody
Asterisk goes
cards
to Taylor.
and a little bit of the money. Asterisk goes to Taylor.
All right, so Southgate, which is
Right here.
somewhere by the
and then
mercantile
here.
district.
I feel like we're in Disneyland right now trying to
Down
find the
here
ride.
somewhere.
Isn't it just right here? Number 3, 16?
That's so
What's
funny.
this at? Oh, here?
Number 3, the Three Peak Market.
I
Already
really
there.
want some crab.
Did you probably find
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Or this is
I
16
guess
was
if you
where
look at the map,
the
we
other
can
I thought
take
they
the
table
said-
line right
I thought
here.
they
we
said
have to
the
go up
South
the
Gate.
street.
I'm going to use the restroom while you guys figure this out. You guys have all the information. They've given you hints, so good luck.
Isn't the South Gate like even further down here?
I don't know.
Okay, so 1 is the Mercantile District. But did he tell us what the... He said it was somewhere in the Mercantile
I mean,
District,
this is
right?
the southern dock.
Yeah,
Can we
it's
just ask for
definitely down there
Can we just
by the
ask a
dock.
guard for directions?
People have said like 5 different tailors.
Yeah, they said there's the
this is, like,
guild
fancy.
place. We could ask there, but they might get mad that we're going to a different tailor.
I think it's down in
Oh,
the.
No,
I think
it
it's
wouldn't be
down
bad.
by the southern docks. I think it's
Yeah,
down by
I
the
think it's down here
Mercantile
because
District.
this is like the fancy area. I think it's probably in a less fancy place.
BRB.
The Three Peak Market is more of a fancy place. It looks like.
Slash us
Agreed.
looks at every single sign on every single building until we find it.
I'm going to cry if you guys don't know roughly the area you need to go, and you guys.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
sure,
so-
it has to be down here because they've said
He-
like 5 different.
Yeah, the guy that
places.
said the Stitch was in the Mercantile District, right?
And I remember specifically that they said near Southgate, and the Southgate's down here because this is the Southport.
Wait, so it'd be like 18?
So is this? I assume this would be the Southgate because this is the south.
It depends what they mean by gate. Like
Like
inner,
what gate?
like outer gate, like this gate.
Like the way we came in, gate?
You guys don't know what the hell they mean. That's for sure.
Okay, can
Does
we
it
I
just
mean,
even
ask
add
either
another
way,
guard?
either way, it's either somewhere like here or it's somewhere in the Mercantile District. So I figure we can go down here, like towards the where we first came in the city and ask. And if it's not there, then we'll go to the Mercantile District.
Because I mean,
It's-
I
we're on our
had
way
an
down there,
idea
yeah.
until every single one we talked to said a different Texas
Yeah.
tailor.
Yeah,
Then
guys.
I was like, wait,
They don't
Did-
fucking know.
Did we find a map at the city hall? So remember we're
Uh,
supposed to get one.
yes. Well, they definitely have like a little like little pamphlets almost. So yeah, you could
Yeah.
grab a map.
I
Well, it'd be a rough
slash
map,
me picks
basically
one up
this.
during that downtime when we were sitting.
Yep. So you guys
Guys,
basically have this map. at your
Let's
hand.
just
Okay.
go down here and we'll ask. And if it's not down here, then we'll go into the Mercantile District.
Hawkins closes his eyes for a minute. Everything is dark, and he sees a spectral image of himself walking down his mind palace. And he thinks, he's going to put all the pieces together. So there's a big chalkboard with strings. And he's going to make an investigation check with all of these.
I will also do that.
with inside Hawkins' mind palace. How you doing that?
Inside
No,
his
I'm
mind
doing
palace.
my own mind palace. Dude, our mind palaces fucking suck.
You know you're
Within
Okay,
Damu's
okay.
mind
Okay, I was
palace.
sorry,
Dom,
sorry.
Dom,
Okay,
Wait,
wait,
time
wait,
out,
wait,
time out,
wait.
time out,
I have
time
I have
We're
a
gonna come
dramatic.
back to
This
it.
is gonna be within Damu's mind palace. He goes, "Whoa, surely I could remember where the fuck we're supposed to go."
I forgot his
Isn't it-
inside frame.
That's canon.
Oh no.
I would like to
And then,
help Hawkins.
and then
by
I do a
writing
history
something.
check of the last 2 days.
Hawkins. Oh, you don't you history remember doing stuff.
No, I'm history checking the last 2 days.
Hawkins,
yeah.
you as you're trying to piece these things together, you've asked around. You asked about the Stitch. You asked where you could find a tailor. People said, "Oh, go to the Three Peaks Market." You heard someone say, whenever he was asking about fashion, Bennett was asking about fashion. He mentioned something about, "Oh, if you need fashion, go to the Royal Courtiers." And they're one of the guilds, 3 guilds that run the Three Peaks Market. You heard. The mayor say, or you also heard him say the Stitch. I feel like I remember the Stitch was ran by Thomas Libel. And it was near
Yeah,
the,
I've
the
written that
merch-
down.
near the mercantile district, near the southern ports. And that's kind of what you heard. So basically, just the idea that and then the mayor said if you need a tailor or a messenger, you should talk to the People's Hope Union. And so more or less, you've gotten some suggestions of the 3 main guilds in the 3 Pete's Market. So kind of you would probably assume your best bet is just starting by talking to the people who run these guilds to see what they deal with.
Here's my take, guys. They've given us each of the 3 guilds.
They've only given you 2
So
or
if
3
we
guilds technically.
if we think about it, what's in the middle of the 3 guilds? This fountain. We walk into the fountain and
anyway,
turn a lever.
It's not listening to Peebus. I know Un. It's definitely down here, but let's just follow the road and go down here. Go past the 3 Peaks Market. We're going to be passing it anyway. While we're there, maybe we'll see someone. We'll ask them. Okay, guys, follow me.
I'll look really hard at the fountain, though.
Okay.
You realize as you walk through these gates, you realize that the streets are extremely empty. Like they were extremely bustling when you first came through, but there's not many people on these streets.
Can we put like a tile somewhere so we can see roughly where we're walking?
Yeah.
Can we put Kit's tile? That's because obviously he's the face of the party.
No, we'll put the tile you guys all want to see.
No, don't do it. No, please. No. Okay, so we're up there.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. So there, do we see anyone yet?
There's most people don't seem to be like. There's some people, but like most of them seem to be moving towards the dots and not paying a damn attention to anyone else.
Would we be
They
able
seem
to
to be running.
stop
Must-
one, or will they instantly kill us?
No, we may as well
try.
stop someone while we're at the 3 Peak Market, right?
Right.
BRB.
I'll try to stop one person.
No, what do you need? I'm trying to get to the dots.
Yes, us too, but before we go, we need to get some clothes. Do you know where the stitch might be?
The hell's the stitch?
Damn it. Never mind. On with your day. Sorry.
Can't believe you stopped
Sir,
Ash Ketchum.
Sir Benedict,
Yes, Ogon, my dear.
maybe they know the Thomble family.
Oh. Ask for a specific fucking spot. Kisses you on the forehead.
Do you stop someone else?
Please
or-
don't touch me.
Stops somebody else.
Sure, you grab him. You see a young girl. Hi. What can I do for you?
Young. How young is this? It's like an actual
maybe-
toddler.
No, she's maybe like teens or something.
Excuse me. Do you know where the Thomble family, like any of them? Do you know where they might be?
Are they nobles or
I don't think so.
maybe
They
the
run a
Bastards?
tailor. named
They ran a
Stitch.
tailor, yes.
Well, if they have, she's like looking around frantically, like realizing she needs to get going. If they have a tailor, then I'm sure they. Well, if they're rich, they probably work for the Royal Courtiers. If they're poor, they probably work for the People's Hope Union, or if they're kind of in between, probably for the 12th Street Guild. I don't know where they are though. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of them. Nor do I have ever really been to a tailor. I'm not the one usually that goes and gets clothes like that. You are
Okay,
asking for
thank
a
you.
single family that's not very. If they're not the noble, it might be hard. You know, there are hundreds of thousands of people in this town, right?
That's okay. Sir Benedict, I have a different idea.
Does it require continuing to talk to this person, or can we stop talking
We
to them?
can we can let them go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry about that. Benedict, why don't we
I'll pull out the communication device.
Oh,
why
We're so
don't we
fucking
give them a
smart.
little ring and maybe
Why didn't we think of this
they know
first?
which part of the
Yeah, go.
city they're
Yes,
in?
go ahead, Gom. That's very smart of you.
Beep 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 beep.
So I could dial up.
Scott? Yes?
Oh shit!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Dom.
hello.
Scott?
I have a quick question for you, for whoever. So we're currently in Port Crevice.
Sorry, Dom. Hold a sec. Francis!
Scott?
Your squad's stalling.
Scott?
Sorry, Dom. Kind of busy. As he doesn't hang up, but he kind of hands the phone off.
I'm gonna hold over the speaker.
We're on hold, guys. Hold on.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, hey, Francis.
You need to speak to Your Majesty?
No, I was actually hoping you could answer a question for me.
Oh, okay, I love questions, Dom.
Francis, you know the tailor we're looking for.
Oh, well, yes.
Do you know where their shop is? Or where they might live in Port Crevice?
In the house?
Yes, Francis, but where in Port Crevice?
Does it not say in the paper?
It says the Stitch, but I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
Okay, but which district, Francis?
This.
Francis, can you do me a favor?
Yes, Dom.
Can you go find Lovely Bones or Boltitude for me? Hand them the.
I'm not on really good terms with Boltons right now.
Okay, then go find Lovely Bones for me.
I don't... That's a lot of stairs to climb.
God damn it, Francis! Go get them for me. Well,
But
your
that-
squad, Francis. This is your squad. All right. If
You're
we
right, this is
fail,
my
it's
squad.
your ass. Go get one of them.
Whenever you say that, he's trying like he hits something in the ear.
Wait, you're right. I am your regional manager.
That's right, Francis. Now you need to
All
do
right.
your squad justice and go get one of them.
I need to start... It is what His Majesty said. I need to start acting like a leader. Okay.
As he kind of like breathes in.
It is your job to go find the tailor. You find the tailor. Ask around. Check the shop market. Yeah.
Francis, you
This
are
is my
worthless.
orders as your as
I'm gonna
your
hang up the
regional
phone after I say
manager.
that.
I believe...
What did he say? Where is it?
Francis is fucking worthless. We have to
Okay.
find him still.
I mean something I don't know. Oh fuck, he's here!
I'm
I'm so glad I can talk. He jumps out of the communication device. What did my deal say about me?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Surrounded by Francis and Gretchen. The worst duo.
I think they'd like each other.
No, we're piloting the Gretchen
Okay.
mecha.
Go ahead. What do you guys figure?
Well, that didn't work.
I think we should just go to the
We'll go to the
that guild,
marketplace.
the
We're
court
going-
warriors.
3 Peak Market first. Let's go.
Not sure what you guys kind of move your way. It's pretty empty right now, so it's pretty easy. Nothing really catches your eye. No one's trying to sell anything either. You kind of get to the, what you realize is sort of the center of, what you assume to be, no, what is the Three Peaks Market? I mean, you know, it's the center. Here in the center, if I could not be silly.
God damn it, Francis.
Only
I
my
appreciate
homies
the
hate
effort.
Francis.
That was a good try. Very good try in.
Let's see.
Okay, whenever we get back, I'm gonna reprimand Francis.
Oh, do you outrank him?
No, actually.
Have
I
a
don't know.
rank?
So we had to think about.
You like just their...
I don't know.
Your
I'm
mascot.
still gonna reprimand him anyway.
Yeah, sick.
Give him a slap on the wrist.
The thing
You're
is
basically-
Francis.
Oh, here, here.
Francis could outrank me, but I feel like I have like higher standing with other like.
You're
With
Twilight
personal
Redemption's
relations.
Shopper.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like their little mascot.
Yeah.
All right, so when you get to the center of here, you see this centerpiece that's surrounded by these trees, almost like a small little park. As you see at the very bottom of it, you see the words Pestador's Fountain. And you see it's this really large statue that's at the center of the market. It's depicting what you can recognize, at least Benedict and probably Kira, anyone who's been here for a while. It depicts what you can recognize as a younger Galvera, and in his arms he's holding an old man in his right arm, as if he's almost carrying him, and proudly raising the flag of the Squall Knights in his other arm. And actually, you may not know what this is for, but you can tell that this, it says at the bottom, it says, in commemoration of the efforts of Galvera in turning our small village into the prosperous city it is today. As it's like this 50-foot bronze statue of Galvera carrying this old man and the Squall Knight banner. And you see kind of around you, you see 3 main pathways out of here. You see one going up north that says Royal Courtiers Guild. You see one to the left that says the People's Hope Union, and one to the right that says the 12th Street Guild.
How bougie is this place?
It's
How bourgeois?
it's really, really nice. You can tell that this is like the centerpiece of the city, at least in terms of like what normal people, and you can tell it gets a little more fancy if you look, depending on which guild you're looking at. You can definitely tell a little bit difference in like wealth or interest in being fancy. But this is a very well kept place. You can tell this is a very important place in this entire city, and it's very nice. Marble, like the stone around here is like marble, and like no expense has been spared in this little center area, and even in this whole district actually. Anyway, I mean that's where you stand. You have some options.
Is there a lever on the statue?
When you look at the statue, I mean, you don't really see one. There's a fountain around the statue.
Shall we maybe ask the People's Hope Union? They seem middle of the road. They might know.
Yeah, I guess that's a good starting place.
All right, Ben, you got it.
Slash me walks into
That's
the
on the back.
People Hope Union.
Sure, you walk in, you see it's a very large building that's not really less grandiose in size compared to the other two you've briefly seen, but you can tell this one is definitely a much different type of vibe, as you see blacksmiths, like the areas for blacksmiths to work out front. You see signs where people who aren't there anymore were trying to sell like farm goods and services, and it seems very normal. It seems like all the things they offer here is pretty normal, like stuff for like the typical person who might live here, like a peasant or someone who has to live here and get by. As you kind of walk through the front doors, it's a large place, but it feels very homely and more like you're a big kind of hall for friends to gather in. As the first thing you see is kind of a little drop off from the ceiling that holds a very large deer head. You look at the points on it, it's like a 20-point buck, and it seems like massive in size. It's a massive stag. And under it, you see a small little desk with a young receptionist. Seems to be a young boy, probably in his teens, somewhere in there. Maybe a little bit older, but he has the face of a young person, at least. As he kind of looks up, "Oh, hello. How can I help you? It's strange to see you at this time."
Yes, it's such a shame that we couldn't go to see the Squall Knights, but we're actually on our way to a tailor. We're looking for directions.
Oh, you've
and
likely
it
came
seems
to the
there's
place.
no one in the city.
Oh, I cannot guarantee they'd be in their shop, but you've definitely chosen the right area to come. The People's Hope Union here, he kind of puts his arms out. We're the ones who offer all the services and the market hub for all our crafters and our lesser talents. So most likely, unless they're a very prestigious tailor, they would use us to look to sell their goods. So very wise choice coming here.
Yes, we're looking for fucking
Stitch.
finds their. No, I'm looking for their name exactly. Is something Thomble.
It's Raina Thumble.
Yes. We're looking for the owner of the Stitch, Raina Thomble.
Give me a moment. Let me. Unfortunately, that's not the one I know by heart. So give me a moment to look through the books, if you will. Do you know if they have a store? Because they might just, or are they just a seller that sells by hand? They have a store.
Yeah, the shop should be called the Stitch.
Oh, so they actually do have a building. It's not like a cart or anything.
Yes.
Okay. That does help narrow it down. As you kind of look around him as he's looking at this book, you see a bunch of stands and like enclaves of places where people would normally be selling goods. You see, you can basically tell that this is where the peasants rile up to sell their stuff, or blacksmiths come and tailors would normally come. And you see a lot of normal goods that you as adventurers would probably value more than some other people. But as he's looking through this book, he flips to the pages. The Stitch. Ah, here's the Stitch. It seems to be ran by Thomas Libble. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a second. Sorry, there's a note. It seems Thomas Libble actually gave the deed over to, you said Irina Thomble, right?
Yes.
Yes, it seems to be here. Oh, how strange. The Stitch actually is not in our part of the Three Peats Market. It's actually, it seems to be on the side of the 12th Street Guild. That is not very common.
Do you think you could mark it on our little map here?
Oh, sure. It might be a little rough. I could give you a rough sort of direction, though.
Can you ask them to give us a description? Like, what does the 12th Street Guild do?
What does the 12th Street Guild actually do?
Oh, the 12th Street Guild is, well, we are, the People's Hope Union specializes more in what we make and our crafters and things like that. The 12th Street Guild has much more influence over the docks and a lot of exotic goods, amenities, and a little bit more rare things. They are, if you take us as one side and the Royal Courtiers as the other side, they're a little bit like in between us, though we all still have our gripes with one another more than others. But imagine they deal more with the imports and exports.
Has he marked it?
He marks
With that?
roughly on the thing, and you see it's kind of near the back over here, roughly in this area somewhere.
And what would the building exactly look like?
Unfortunately, I did actually know Thomas Libble myself, but I never went to his store. I don't quite know what it looks like. I can't say. I'm sure Rihanna Thomble, if taken over, Thomas Libble was a very good tailor with a good reputation. I doubt he would have given it to someone who was incompetent, so I'm sure she must have a nice sign out there that you will be able to see.
This doesn't fit. This foul play is afoot.
What?
Methinks foul play is afoot. I'm thinking Reyna is evil.
Well,
she
we
killed
knew
him.
that. Doesn't the thing say that like the previous owner died or something?
Oh, you don't know about that. I will say this at the very least. You guys should recognize the name Thomas Libble from something, though I'm sure you guys have not clicked what it means. It might later on.
Oh.
But Thomas Libble
Dude,
is a
all
name
I
that's been
know.
mentioned to you
You
guys
know
before.
how many NPCs names we've
Yeah,
been told.
I know, but
There's
also,
there's no way in hell this is ever going to click for me.
I'm gonna be
There-
honest. I
there was-
see the same people at the gym every single day, and I don't remember any of their names.
well, there was also a you guys were also given a quest, a semi-quest while in Maplewood to do something in Port Crevice, which I don't know, may ring bells or not. We'll think about it later. There's still more information to be found. Anyway,
Thomas
Uh,
Libble sounds so familiar to me. I want to almost say his name was in the letter of like the dead guy we dug up.
No,
or
it
something.
wasn't. I just checked.
might be in a letter though. Who knows?
I
There's
wouldn't
the
know.
Catch the Bandits
No, who
quest,
knows?
which says
That
that,
letter
they killed
may
the previous
also-
tailor,
The ooh, key words I heard right there.
which I'm assuming is him.
What did you say?
I wouldn't know. Nude's
Um,
dead.
Let's see.
I'm him.
I didn't hear you.
I don't know who you're talking to, honestly.
Beavis.
And Catch the Bandits. Bandits raided a caravan between Port Crevice and Maplewood, killing the previous tailor in the process.
Oh,
And if we know the previous tailor is Libble, then
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. I see
oh,
what's
so
happening.
Thomas Libble was the tailor for the previous tailor for Twilight Redemption, I guess.
That's part of it. Which, I see what's.
I'm trying to. I can't
happened,
open the
think.
quest book. Where's the
It's not.
quest
It's not actually a quest book. It was more like it was like a side quest thing you guys were given.
it's in the
You
dossier.
agreed to it. That's not what I'm talking about. But it seems what was given may have been destroyed in the explosion, which would make sense. Anyway, yeah, what are you guys up to? I mean, he did you the information. You guys go, or you guys do something else?
I say thank you. Actually, we could ask him about Thomas Libble, right?
Yeah.
If you want to have,
Could you tell us a little bit about Thomas Libble?
Oh, Thomas. Very great man. He, a little bit older. I hope he found better waters wherever he went. He was a very good tailor. He was kind of one of those, kind of like a big bear. Sort of has a big. He kind of like. I mean, in a nice way, but he kind of like shows like he had a big gut. He had a pretty big gut, but a very jolly man. The funniest thing, every time he tried to wink, he could not wink. He'd always blink every time he tried to wink. He said something about perhaps going towards. He got the good job offer, and on the way he might have talked to one of his friends down in Maplewood. That's the last thing I heard of him, though. I hope he's doing well.
Oh my god, are we gonna do a fucking murder mystery now? Let's fucking go. Alright. Do we even care, fellas?
The tailor's waiting.
I think that our lives are in the balance, so we should go to the tailor.
That is pretty important.
I do like
Yeah,
that
but it's
idea.
also one of our quests to.
Guys, can we just
Fuck
go to
off
the
the
tailor?
tires.
We've been doing this for like a year now, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
really.
like why are we
just
even
looking
questioning
at
this?
sure,
Just go to
but
the
like-
tailor.
To a
We have
caller,
we
that's
have
all I
the
think.
quest at our hands, so.
The dead can wait. The living
How
cannot.
about we put the quest in our pocket until after we go to the tailor?
Can we just leave? Is that what-
Yes. That's all I want
Um,
in life right now.
As you guys start walking
Let's just leave
towards this
Fort
area,
Crevice.
you start hearing a lot of cheers in the distance. Very loud. And you actually, once you walk down this way, you see like a backup of people like lined up on the southern gate over here. Here, people are lined up. And you also see a bunch of guards right here preventing anyone from entering this area. Like they're not allowing anyone trying to get in there. But they're backing up here cheering, and you can only imagine that the expedition is starting to more properly arrive.
Okay, but we go into the stitch.
Yes, of course. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the first thing you see at the stitch, when you look around, you actually don't see a sign. You don't know what the stitch is. You see a bunch of, like, run-down looking buildings. Some of them, you actually see one building that has, like, a broken window. And you're like, but all these buildings seem pretty run-down. Gross. The one with the broken window seems somewhat vandalized, too. And some of the other ones seem like their lawn haven't been taken care of that much.
Huh? What is that, boy? Gum? What is it?
I think it's that
What is it,
one.
boy?
They said it was somewhere in
one.
this corner.
Literally. Ay, ay, ay. Okay.
Did you not say it was somewhere over here?
Yeah. You guys can't see the sign, though.
Okay, can we like see inside to see if like any of them look like tailors?
You look around, you see a couple of shops, so you can tell people are shops. Most of them say closed right now. When you get closer to they have closed signs. So that means
Clothes.
not closed. And then you get to the one with the broken window, and you look in, and you actually see two people inside. One seems to be at a desk, and there's one behind the desk. And you can't hear what they're saying, but they seem to be talking to each other. And you see a lady behind the desk seeming to get more and more frustrated.
Does she look around the age of 27?
Go in and ask what her name
Are
is.
you 27?
Are you 27 years old? Reina
Go in and
Bomber,
ask
gender, female,
what the
race,
building
humid.
is called.
Benedict.
Just yelling through the window.
Benedict, why do you keep talking to yourself and asking
Shut
dumb
up!
questions?
Throw gum at her.
Hawkins picks
I
up
walk
Benedict,
into
opens
the
the door,
store.
throws him in.
What happened to his accent?
When you guys are going to the door, you step on something right in front of the door. It doesn't hurt,
God, I
but you
get-
realize you stepped on something.
What did I step on?
You
I
look
look
down
at my
and
foot.
you see some broken pieces of wood, and you see the letter like broken in half. You see like the letter S, and then you see like an I, and everything else seems to be like crumbled up into nothingness.
The shit.
What's the sitch?
You guys are currently in. You guys are currently in front of the door.
I'll knock on the door.
Who the fuck knocks on our
This
This is just like Kira.
Wait,
This
was
is
this
just like-
Kira?
Yeah.
Gom's gonna walk in. Gom walks in.
Why are we doing
I
this?
remember this. That was so funny.
Hello?
What?
Knocking on doors for shops.
Gom goes in. Gom goes between Benedict's legs and Gom goes in.
Okay, hold on. We're going to be activating. Oh, whoops, wrong place. My apologies.
Spoiler?
Spoilers.
The stitch damaged.
Hidden Street Lodge Room 17. Does that mean
Taking
there's?
notes.
Does that mean you also made 16 other rooms?
Hey, don't think about what I'm willing to do and what I'm not willing to do.
Phone's just built different.
No wonder your game takes so long to load. You have fucking 20 lodge rooms.
They're not, I don't understand right now. There's actually only like 5 maps that are not compendiumed right now.
Realistically, it's probably your NPCs.
Even there. I'm walking in. Honestly, if you walked in,
I'm walking.
you know, it is what it is. You guys all should be loading into this new map, yes? I shouldn't forget someone.
Loading?
99.
Yes.
99%.
Well, as mentioned, you're loading to manually pull you. When you open the door, you see first things you see. Once again, as you look through the broken window, you see the woman in the back talking to a clothed man. You look around. This place is destroyed. All the cabinets seem to be open and empty. The chests seem to be flipped over. There's a broken table, broken vases. All the glass, perhaps those are windows or paintings or maybe display cases, are shattered. A table shattered. And this woman who is talking to this man is literally using like a podium for a desk. Even her desk is not there anymore. This place seems to be completely empty, ransacked, and destroyed. As you
Is it supposed to be this dark?
let me see. How
Hello?
dark is it for you? Hold on 1 second. No, it shouldn't. Do 1 second. Thank you. Cha-cha-cha. Dom, before you say that, you're going to tell me if that fits the spells.
It's the same. I can look through Kira's eyes for now, if you want.
No, I got you. Hold on. I should probably fix this for my future anyway.
British internet lol emoji.
It's not the British internet. It is just silly time.
I haven't got a license for the light.
even Damo can't see anything.
Buy
What do you
DLC
mean?
for
I
lights.
can see
please.
everything, man.
Canadian
let's see,
internet lol
lighting.
w.
I was born in the darkness, molded by it.
I was born
that
in
do
the
anything?
turtle.
Nope.
Same.
Chi. I know how to do this. I'll figure it out. If only 1 second.
Oh.
Can you not just go to his like token thingy and go to vision and give him
Oh,
vision?
there we go. There you go. Nah, probably good. Is that the bad there?
Oh.
There
Yep.
we go. Alright, so when you first walked in, you're going to go say that, Dom, but you realize these people are, in fact, in the middle of a conversation. As you kind of walk up, before you say anything, you could hear first, as you hear this woman speaking to, where is this? Where I'm looking for it. She's like, you're the second one today, like you coming here and saying such weird things. Don't you see I have nothing to offer you? What are you talking about? I should accept help when they offer it. Who are you talking about? And you don't really hear the voice of this man, but she's raising her voice, obviously agitated. If there's nothing you want, even if you want something, I can't offer it to you. Don't you see everything's been destroyed? No. Are you trying to like joke with me or something, saying I should accept help? If I should accept help, why don't you offer it, huh? As you see, they're kind of.
Benedict,
She
go,
almost feels more
go
like a
offer
one-sided
some
argument.
help. Go offer some help, Benedict.
Excuse me.
Please, 1 second. If you don't need anything else, as you see someone else is here, and I'm sure that they won't be trying to mess with me like you are. As you kind of, but as you get closer, you kind of just hear you just kind of hear a voice you don't recognize or understand. It's hard to even make out. And it seems they showed up faster than I thought. As this man kind of just turns around to walk. When he steps back, you see he has a cloak over his face that he's clothed, and you can't really make out his face unless you're going to
Jackal
try.
eyes. It's Jackal Eye.
As he turns and walks past you, Benedict, and you can kind of feel your body tense up a little bit, Benedict, as he walks past. Not
I just
ominous,
made my
but
booty hole clench.
it's not ominous like you're scared of him, but it's like this is weird.
That guy is kind of weird.
I want to look towards Kira's Jackal. Do I see anything?
You do see the jackal looking at this person.
I'm also looking. Can I see who? Can I get a good look at who they are?
So you're going to try and look in his.
Yeah, I would.
Well,
I would
you
also
can.
like to try and do that.
So you two are going to try and you'd probably get closer to him if anything. You'd have to be like right beside him when he walks by. So we'll say that you two can, especially with your smaller height, you can probably get a glance. Please, both of you roll me perception. Let me see. Dom, you can't really make it out as you kind of you realize you're a little too small to see over his chest and his armor that's extruding. But Kira, you see something, and I'm going to show you what you see.
See an eye made of jackals,
He has one missing eye.
and it
Actually,
looks
You
like
are
see 'em
solo
all.
because we're all injured still.
Kira, very briefly, I'm going to. Sorry, Mofan, I'm going to pull you to another call briefly.
Okay.
Great heavens!
I'm gonna.
Mofan, I'm going
I
to
see.
send you a message of what you see. If I can find it for the life of me. Dun dun dun. One moment.
Rubs hands together. Ooh, ooh.
If I can find it, I should be able to find this. Found it. Please do not look at file name unless it shows.
I am not looking now. I am not looking.
It has
All
popped
right.
up that you might recognize. I don't know.
Okay. The file. I think the file loaded. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know who that is.
This is what you see as.
Can I just say it? Well, not out
Yeah,
loud
you
to them,
can-
of
you-
course.
you can
but
say it out loud to me. You can
isn't
share
that
with
literally
me
just
afterwards.
Cronus?
That is Kronos the Humble. That is the.
Yeah, okay. Just want to be sure.
Yep, that is what he looked like. Well, you never saw him that way, but that is what he's famously known to look like from a couple years back.
I guess,
but yeah, that is
eyes kind of just open up like.
that is what you see, and the last thing you see is a you won't see a smile, but you hear a huh as he walks by.
I just keep to myself.
Yeah,
But then,
no, we-
could I tell them what I saw or no?
Oh, you can freely say anything, yeah, you want,
Okay,
but
so-
you're the one
alright,
who
I
saw
wanna be
that,
sure.
so I wanted to
Okay.
share that with you privately. It's pretty
Okay, thank
important.
you.
Yep.
All right,
let's
thank
see.
you very much.
Kronos
Excuse me,
squeezed
can I
your
see
eyeball
your
and it
eyes,
blew out.
mister?
He this guy walks by, and when he walks by, Dom, you didn't get to see his face, but as you're like kind of disappointed and looking around, you do actually see something drop out of his pocket behind him. It seems almost like an accident that it fell out.
Surely.
What is it? What is
it?
Sorry, what I
It
miss?
It seems to be a note. I'll put in your inventory.
Kira, who
stop
was that?
cussing.
Did you get a good look?
Dun, 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 dun. Let's
It's
see.
probably best we don't discuss that now. But afterwards, I'll be telling you all.
Hmm.
Huh?
Was it? At least tell me this. Was he missing an eye? I need to know.
He was not missing an eye.
Damn it!
Damn it.
There's now within your inventory, Dom, at the very bottom called a strange note.
Did I see him pick up the note?
Do I see Benedict
Wow,
seeing him picking up the
It
knife?
almost says to meet him in a room, perhaps with 2 digits.
That's funny.
It says go to the lodge 17.
I wave at this.
Oh my
lady.
god, already ruined.
As she just kind of sighs as the door shuts behind the man who leaves. I'm sorry about that. As if you're here for clothing, as you can tell, I'm not in much of a position to help you.
Would you like to be in that position?
Huh?
You just she sighs. You're just like the other two who showed up today. That guy
Oh
and the
my
other
god,
one.
already ruined.
Oh,
The point is,
my bad.
I can't
I
help
went
you.
to. I'm gonna big. I'm gonna big brain or big ego and just like plop the pouch of money on the floor.
Oh my god.
As you drop the money, as I said, no matter how much money you have, I can't help you. I don't have the supplies to do anything for you. I'm going.
Buy them.
I will actually even be losing my store here soon. I'm sure.
Actually,
she kind of
that's
sighs and lets off. Poor me.
Well,
Poor
at
Thomas. He
least
trusted me with this,
listen-
and I've already had
At
so
least
much
listen
wrong.
to our pitch.
we're here for to actually bring you somewhere, in order for you to prosper
eyes-
in
her-
your.
Her eyes go wide.
Fuck,
You're not with them, are you?
I don't even know who that was.
Who's-
TBH
Not
honest.
You mean
him.
them, the person who just left, or someone else?
The ones who 2 nights ago broke in and took everything and destroyed everything.
Oh,
I
no,
scratch my
we
chin.
actually just got here today to Port Crevice.
I see. So it just seemed like you were trying to kidnap me or something.
Actually, could you tell me something about the people that broke in?
And what do you need to know?
Like,
Not
who
yeah,
were
you know
they?
them.
What did they look like?
I don't quite know who they were. There's 5 of them. One was a big, burly man from probably a foreigner. He had pretty dark skin. There were 3 of them that looked just about the same, very lanky. They looked, honestly, I couldn't tell them apart. They seemed like triplets or something. And there was this, she kind of like shivers. There was this one who, he was like, I don't know he was like, if you combine a slug and a weasel together, he was really gross, and he kept trying to sing to me as he was robbing my store. And I asked them, first I thought they were going to take me, but they said I was not part of what they were after. They said they were hired by someone to do all this. And she seems to almost be about to break down in tears. I've tried so hard to keep up what Thomas Libel wanted. He'd be so disappointed to know what I've done with the store after he went off.
Mr. Benedict, would you ask permission for me to speak for the other party, please?
Yes. Would you mind if my comrades would speak?
She kind of waves it off. I don't. Slaves are people to me. If anything, sir, I would probably normally say you're the worst one for having slaves, but they can speak.
I assure you, I did not want
You're
them
my
to be
favorite
like this.
person I've ever met.
What the fuck did you say to me?
Fuck you, Ben.
Say anything.
I fucking stomp on Gom's head.
You lose his character. It's like, what the fuck did you just say? Excuse me?
Leroy, what kind of fucking picture is
You're
that?
like, did you just take a picture?
Go ahead,
of kids?
Hawkins.
No,
ahead.
I
Right on,
turned up
Vince.
the saturation and then I blurred out everything. But
Okay, Hawkins, go ahead.
They didn't happen to be wearing red boots, did they?
Red boots? I don't know.
Did they have some sort of
They
insignias on them?
They seem like a bunch of thugs. They actually, she's wiping her tears, or like was about to cry. They actually left something, a letter.
Which letter? A? B?
No, there was more than one letter. They said it was a note. It wasn't even left for me. They said they left a note saying that the person who was for would understand. I don't know who the.
Could we
Obviously,
see
it
the
must have
note?
been for me.
Could we see it?
Sure. She hands it over to you, Benedict. As I'm doing
I
it.
read the note.
Oh, hold
Cutely.
on. Let me put the note in your. Actually, I don't think I made it.
I lay down on my tummy and I kick my feet up
Remember,
back and
people,
forth while reading the note.
if you get the note, you have to read it to everybody out loud.
Dad, you loved me so much. You were great. I could never repay. Oh wait, wrong note. My bad.
Is it in my inventory?
No, Dan McCann, I'm gonna message it to you. It's pretty simple. That's all it says.
It says, an eye for an eye. I wonder what this means. You guys. Ah,
Who's
Is
I?
that what it said?
that's what it says.
I think I know.
I don't know what it
this
means.
guys.
Yeah, I think it's for us.
I think
we
it's
know
for
what that
us.
means.
You mean my
Yeah,
store was destroyed because of you guys?
I doubt
No,
that
no.
exactly.
What a douchebag.
All right, so
I
now
I
just to
believe these
explain
people are
this,
me. Oh, sorry.
we're in a fucked situation. Because if we tell her that the person who just fucked up her store is after us specifically and our party, or like our team, the Twilight Redemption, she doesn't want to go to the people that are being targeted.
What
Well,
was
I
your
mean-
name again?
Sorry, I'm Rena Thomble. I'm the new owner for the last month of the Stitch after Thomas Libel was found a better job, I guess. Though I've
how
not
much-
heard a message from him.
How much money
Right.
to clean this place up? Would you need?
It's not really about cleaning this place up because the place might not be mine in the next few days. They took the deed.
Oh.
Okay, guys, this is the part of the negotiations where Damu takes.
No.
Well,
If I had the deed back, it would be manageable. But I fear that I'm going to lose the gift that Thomas left me.
Miss Thumble,
Yes.
I believe these people, while they are a little bit, I could say, antagonistic to us, I believe this is kind of this is from Thomas. This is to do with Thomas's disappearance.
Surely,
Are you aware of what happened to him?
I've been kind of worried that maybe he was caught by what's that new band, the Red Steps or something. But he was such a jolly man. He had so many friends. Man, every time it was so funny. She seems to be reminiscing. I remember one time he tried to hit on me and he tried to wink and he ended up just blinking. What a guy. He said he was going to, he said he found a better job, but before he left, he wanted to go to Maplewood. He has a friend down there that he wanted to go see. That's what he
Leroy,
told
you can
me.
just talk if you want to talk.
He's just running around in circles.
I have
You
no
don't-
idea what to
You don't need
do,
to ask
man.
permission. You can just do stuff.
I don't even know what to do. Like,
Oh, okay. I
Leo's a
thought
little
you were. I
lost 'cause
thought you were
there's nothing
waiting
to
for us
steal
to
in the
stop.
room.
I've thought
the
about
only
sending-
the only idea I had was to put a bag over their head.
What?
Hey, that's last. You know, maybe.
That is
Put
our
in the
last ditch
back
effort.
pocket.
We need to
Put that
figure
there.
out if we can
I mean,
fix their problems.
I don't
Well,
see why it wouldn't work.
I thought about
could-
sending a message to his friend to see if he was okay, but it seems maybe you know what's happened to him.
Do you know who his friend might be?
He mentioned him a few times. They went to school together, I believe, and he liked to keep up with him. Every now and then he would ask me to send letters off. I think his name was Mr. Himmons. Berkeley
Kronos.
Kronos the Shame.
Himmons? I think his name was Berkeley
Mr.
Himmons.
Himmons.
He usually sent
Berkeley
him
Himmons.
messages.
Well, Miss Thornbull, the thing is we were sent here to have you accompany us.
What?
We do have some business for you.
We want to
And-
hire you.
Yes, but it's quite the journey, and we would need you to accompany us.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me. As you can tell, a lot's happened. At the very least, I'm not willing to leave the city or do anything else until I can ensure that nothing bad. The last thing I need is for those thugs to turn this establishment into God, a whorehouse or a gambling den or anything like that.
So what you're saying is, as long as we can get the deed back for you, you'll come with us. And of course, we'll pay you for the travels and the
I
work. And
Don't know about all that, but I definitely won't do anything without the deed. That's my biggest priority.
We could just tell her that we're here from Thomas's previous employers and stuff.
go ahead.
We are here on behalf of Thomas's previous employers.
Well, you never told me what happened to Thomas.
Well, we are kind of the middlemen. We're not completely aware of I have an idea that he may be not with us, but that would be speculation.
What?
I don't know. I know as much as you, to be honest.
I see.
I believe he's not with us.
Dude, if only someone were to have investigated asking about Thomas earlier. Lol.
What's that, Ben?
No, you guys have simply
Ben?
just forgotten anything. You guys simply forgot what wasn't
I
necessary
believe-
for Thomas.
I
He
believe
also
he's
lost
dead.
him. What? Surely not.
Hawkins, don't go making any rash statements. We're not quite sure.
He had
Well,
plenty of
that's why
money.
we
Surely he would have been captured or something.
He's- Thomas is probably fine. Don't listen to my friend here. So first things first is you won't do anything without the deed. Is that correct?
I've already disgraced Thomas's good image so much so far. This used to be such a fine establishment. I used to have to run my shop out of the back streets, and he was so kind to gift me his shop in such a good location too. Before he left, and it only took this long for me to ruin it.
I'm
At
sure
the very
you did
least-
your best.
At the very least, I need to ensure that the deed does not get this place turned into something awful. I've already done enough damage to it.
What do we need to do for you to come along with us with a guarantee?
Along with the deed.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
I
know-
mean, we'll get the deed.
I
but,
don't know
like,
the details, but I don't really have time to talk about it right now. I need to situate things.
We will
Well, why would we get the deed
assist
for you,
you
if we,
in any
if
way.
we- What?
Sorry, Dabu. You go ahead.
What? One second, I have to turn around. Why?
We will assist.
Why,
Okay.
Why would you? Why would we assist? Oh, one second, I have to turn around.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Why would we assist them if they aren't guaranteeing to help us?
Well, that's why we're negotiating, Mr. Dabu.
Oh, you just said that you would do anything for them. Like, oh, please,
Right.
my lady. Oh, please.
I hadn't finished my sentence, but it's fine.
Damu, can you
Okay,
finish
it's
your
okay.
sentence?
I don't remember what my sentence was anymore.
We will assist you in any way it takes to get this job situated. But
But we kind of need a guarantee that you're gonna be able to accompany us.
I can
Money
only
isn't
guar-
a
Right, that's what I was saying.
I can only guarantee that I'd at least be in your debt if you could get the deed back.
all right, let's go, gang.
Can we put our CCC cards together and make it official?
Okay.
She kind of looks at
Whisper in
you.
Hawkins' ear. After we get the deed, we kidnap them.
Oh, you're doing the contract shit.
She
okay.
kind of looks at you. I don't know if this is really a thing that would work for the CCC, as I'm just giving you being in your debt. That could mean any number of things.
We just want to make it a contract.
But what are we
Well,
contracting?
we can
right?
negotiate. After this, where are these people? Tell us anything you know. Where can we
she-
find them?
she
What do they
looks
look
at you.
like? What's their names?
All I know is that there's 5 of them. I don't know their names. One of them liked the rap and was really perverted. They're all kind of perverted.
Likes the rap?
That's what it seemed like.
fucking
He looked like a bard, but
Oh, for
his
fuck's
it didn't
sake.
it didn't make sense what he was saying. It was really there was a lot going on. It was hard to remember. They didn't wear masks or anything, but I've never seen them before. And there's hundreds of thousands of people in this town. They seem like lowly gang. I don't know. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you where to find them.
Have you cleaned up this the scene ever since the attack? Have you messed with any of this?
No, this is all still pretty much destroyed. It's been 2 days.
I'd like to investigate, see if there's any clues.
Sure, you can investigate. Roll me a check.
So we know that they broke in here just to get the deed.
They as you're looking around, you see everything's broken and damaged. You see things look like they've been hit with like heavy objects and just thrown around. It doesn't look like there's any evidence. It just seems thoroughly destroyed. It says they attacked me when I was asleep upstairs. That nasty weasel one held my mouth shut.
Could we investigate upstairs?
I can assure you nothing's changed besides more damage. They really didn't leave anything behind. They just said they were hired to do this, and they left that message, and that's all. I truly never expect to see the deed again. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to lose this store.
And the only thing
Unless
they
you
stole
guys
was
can
the
do
deed.
something. They looked around. No, they stole the deed, and everything else, all my supplies, all my money.
Did you happen to cut one of them at all, or did they bleed? Or...
I might look like a hardy gal, but I'm not a fighter like that. Not really, at least. I kind of know my way around the blade a little bit, but I was asleep when they broke in.
Kira. Maybe you could send Jackal around and get one of their scents.
Excuse you?
Look if they cut themselves on either broken glass.
Send, Jackal around, and he could smell, and maybe he'll pick up a scent.
I'm instead of doing a check, I'm gonna tell you these people don't seem professionals, but they didn't seem to like be casual enough to like really leave any proper evidence to find them or blood or anything like that. Like it doesn't seem it's very clear that something happened, but there's not like anything like, oh, this is where they are.
Well, maybe one of them was wearing strong deodorant. Okay.
Who was it that caused you all this trouble again?
5 men. They broke in and they did all this, and all they did was leave a that message, an eye for an eye. I have no idea where they may be.
Guys, and they busted my.
They may be with one of the more unworthy guilds. They may be hiding out in an inn. They might be celebrating in the crevice. They could be anywhere.
All right.
Did they have any
location?
Oh, did they have anything that stood out on their clothing? Maybe a red bandana or any red clothing?
No, they really did just seem to be a bunch of thugs. They didn't seem overly professional, but I mean, not much I could do against that.
She said it was a big fucking slug weasel guy, 3 twins or triplets. Was there another person?
Yes, there was a big dark-skinned man. He liked to kind of growl like a dog.
You got that dog in him.
But there seems to be no location that you just can really achieve from this.
So we got no leads.
Well,
Do you think you could
Maybe
recreate the
there's-
noise that the dog guy made?
would it help you guys?
I think I might hear it on the street.
Shut up.
This
Don't
is
do
serious
that.
RP.
She's gonna
This is
fucking
serious
cry,
RP.
dude.
Dude, I'm trying to get evidence here. We have
All right,
nothing.
I'm gonna step over to the side, and I want to call the communication device again.
Very well.
Yes. You see Dom step over and activate the communication device. You realize this is your second or your 3 charges for this week.
Yeah. And
sure.
can I use my icon dice
For who?
for
Which one?
Lovely Bones?
Sure. Roll your icon dice.
Is it what am I rolling? 3d6.
1d6. Depends how many dice you have on them, but I'm pretty sure it's only 1. Okay. Sure. You call.
Hello.
Francis.
I don't know.
Francis. Good news. We found the
What?
tailor.
I do being a leader would help. I should have spoken.
Yes, thank you very, very much, Francis. You were such a good help. But this time I'm for real because I had talked to Lovely Bones before departing. Could I speak to him again for maybe our arrival?
It seems Lovely Bones is busy. His Majesty needed him for something.
Could you maybe have him give me a ring back sometime whenever he's not quite as busy?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, he seems, His Majesty said, something about how everything's going to be taken care of over there.
Wait, what do you mean over there? Like, you mean over
Where
here?
you are.
When did, His Majesty say that?
I don't know. I'm just getting
Well,
some information.
Whenever he's free, have him give me a call.
Okay.
Before you hang up, I'm gonna
Oh,
hand
one more
you the
thing,
letter
Francis.
that says eye for an eye.
Oh, so an update. It appears that, I mean, I'm making assumptions, but you can assume who this is as well.
I mean, they probably watched the stream, right? So they knew the Lovely Bones lost an eye. Not
Yeah.
as mean, Jackal.
So we're at the tailor's place, and they appeared 2 days ago to have been broken into, and they left a
Oh.
message here. It says an eye for an eye.
Ah, Stavros.
Yeah.
He's gone rogue.
Oh shit!
What?
True.
He lost his eye. I remember.
Did I
his
hear what's
punishment
happening?
was- yeah, I mean, you know they're all in communication device.
That sounds very
Okay.
accurate.
Hey,
Yeah, he lost his eye.
yeah, someone did
oh.
lose his eye. I saw it happen.
Wait,
Stavros.
Stavros went rogue.
Yeah, an eye for an eye. I mean, he's the one who lost an eye to His Majesty.
At the
Yeah,
big
but isn't Stavros the? Are you sure it's not the one that starts with a J?
Jalapeno?
No,
Oh, it's definitely him.
Gotta
I'm
love
gonna
this
whisper into the communication device. Jackal,
What,
the
what?
one while we were watching, and His Majesty crushed his eye.
Ah! Him?
Are you sure it's not him?
Well, maybe it is.
You should make sure
He do-
you send
Oh!
that up.
He does have Stavros' eyes now. Hmm.
What?
Hmm.
Anyway,
Francis, maybe
Francis,
just relay the message that we
Francis,
got.
can you just
Oh,
can you
yeah.
just relay this message? Just say that 2 days ago the store was broken into, and they left a note saying an eye for an eye.
Your regional manor will make sure it's taken care of.
Thank you so much, Francis, and don't forget to have Lovely Bones give me a call.
Thank you, Francis. I love you.
I
Thank
love
you so much, Francis.
I'm gonna do a cute little salute to Francis.
Click.
Love that guy. I think he's onto something about the Stavros thing, you guys.
Yeah, I think
I
that
think it
was.
might be him. I think
Um,
actually, I think it might be jalapeno.
That's a very good
Oh.
deduction.
I
think
really
it-
don't know what he meant, but apparently stuff's gonna be taken care of over here. I'm a little worried.
Does that mean we can take a nap? I'm very tired.
That's a good idea.
All I'm saying is you guys have some information. Maybe you guys should talk as a group about everything that's been learned after entering
Who just
this
said that?
place.
Which character just
Is
told
that a
us that?
character?
Who the hell?
No, that's me.
Is it Kronos?
That's
Why the
that's
hell you
DM's
just turned so masculine?
that's
Okay,
DM's
guys,
advice.
I have a theory. Okay, the guy that we saw is Jackal Eyes. Okay, Jackal Eyes wasn't missing an eye whenever Kira looked at him because he has Stavros' eyes. And the note that he dropped was going to the 17th or whatever, so he can meet with us. And he's going to make a deal to offer to give the deed back in exchange for something else, I assume.
Okay, tell us that now.
I think we're
Did
gonna
Kira
die
see?
if we go there.
Kira may have saw. I mean, you're not quite
Did
sure.
Kira
Kira's,
do?
I mean, we got
Kira's
the
rather
Tailor.
silent. Kira's been
I'm gonna
rather
go with
silent.
Kira then.
She's been
Kira?
thinking. Or
I
something.
don't, Rena, I don't mean to have you leave or like have us be in private in your own store, but do you think we could speak privately for a second about the investigation?
I she kind of like looks at you like almost confused. You could step outside. I wouldn't mind that.
Well, the thing is we wouldn't want other people to overhear our conversations, you know?
She kind of like literally like points behind you. The windows are broken. I think they might hear it anyway.
We could just go upstairs.
If someone really
Ah,
wanted.
And could we go? Yeah, that's a great idea, Benedict. Could we go upstairs and converse?
It's in my bedroom.
Oh, it's your bedroom. You live
Do you
here?
have a hallway?
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
We could just stand in the stairwell.
Yeah, could we just stand in the stairwell?
Yeah,
Just-
we could close our eyes in there if you want.
You could go somewhere more
Um,
private, but I don't know if it's gonna be very
I,
helpful. It's not like someone's listening. I don't think.
I've been watching Kira, and as I literally fucking watched them leave.
He
the
said
hell?
just-
I go like this, guys.
Let's
you,
just step outside.
you hear a door
keep up
open and shut in. Yeah,
I was gonna
I
fucking
chased
ask
them.
her about the
Give us,
hooded figure
give
she
us
was
1
talking
second to
to.
stumble.
That's what I was gonna do, man. But they're running. Why are you running? Are you running?
You can literally just see
I'm
Kira
gonna
sitting
leave
against the wall.
Anatoly with her. Here, just talk to my hat for a little bit. He doesn't bite.
That's a lie.
Okay. Kira, when that man left, what did he look like?
They look like Kronos. In fact, I think it was Kronos.
What? Did we already ask her what the man said?
The man?
Kronos.
We've got a question. That man that you talked to in the hood.
Sorry, I just imagine you guys when I start hearing this information, instantly turning around and running into
That's exactly what we did.
Come back outside. I'm not
For half a
done.
second.
I'm not done.
Sorry, what? As you
done
hear Dom
already.
behind you.
I'm not done. Come back. I'm not done.
Never mind.
Oh,
1 second, ma'am. 1 second, ma'am.
one
I'm sorry.
second.
okay.
You guys need to wait for the whole side of the
Guys are
story.
so
Okay?
stupid.
Right. Whenever I just called Francis, apparently Lovely Bones, who was going to talk to about maybe just giving us a port back to won't say the place out loud. I was actually, while I was inquiring about that, I figured out that His Majesty said that everything over here will be taken care of. So if that was him, perhaps he was in fact taking care of everything. Maybe that's why he gave us the note to come and meet him in the room, so we can help her get the deed back.
Or
Maybe
That
he has also learned, and that's why he wanted to do it before we got here, so that way maybe it was a little easier for us.
You did say we
Oh.
were here earlier than expected,
or
and he didn't expect us to use
oh my god.
the wishbone
Um,
ship.
So, if that's the case, I would highly recommend that we halt this
Or
for now and definitely go see in the 17th.
Yes,
It
damn
says
it.
right here.
or it's just it's simple illusion magic.
You know who knows what he looks like? Stavros.
Oh my
Um,
God,
I mean,
Stavros is missing an eye.
It could be Stavros, or
I
it
think
could be
that's
jalapeno.
I think
Wink, wink.
regardless of who it is that Kira saw, I think that's our biggest lead.
Would you share which version you saw? Because they definitely are different looking people.
I would definitely state. I probably would definitely mention that it was a very young looking.
It was the
Kronos.
Kronos. It's not the one
Oh
you
my
guys
God, I'm
recognize.
so
It's the one
smart.
from the wanted poster.
All right, then it's definitely an illusion because
Well,
you don't know what
You
he
have to
actually looks
also
like.
remember, it could. Now, I'm gonna say one realistic thing and one out of the ordinary thing, just because I think it's quite funny with the gimmick. So the normal thing is he could just be disguising himself, since he is probably the most wanted man.
Hold on. No.
Why would
Why
he
would he disguise himself as the poster?
Yeah,
the
that's what I
most
was thinking.
recognizable version of himself?
It's like I'm gonna disguise
love
myself
you
as a
guys.
What's your
billboard.
other idea?
Well,
What's
the thing
what's
is
smart
like
idea then?
the thing is I figure that people probably wouldn't put two and two together instantly. And the second theory is if it's a younger version of Kronos, considering his name is Kronos, maybe that's maybe he's
God.
time traveled.
He's made of clocks.
All right, so which one was the
Wait,
most
how
unbelievable
did we get to clocks and time?
Anyway, guys, I think
one?
we should
Which
just
of
go
your
to the
ideas was the
17th.
ridiculous one? That's very important.
Speaking of which, this is just a reminder. This is what everyone knows him to look like from the wanted poster. You guys do have this, and they're everywhere.
So this is what Kira saw.
What a charming fellow.
These people are
A
everywhere.
nice
'Cause
guy.
I know some of you, or at least Leroy's probably never seen what he looks like before
Right.
what you even know.
Even
true.
before fucking Mo5 told us that it was young Kronos, I was thinking it's like a clone Kronos, and the one that we know is actually evil Kronos
No, it literally,
From-
it's literally
from the
this,
future.
it looked just like Kronos the Humble. That's all.
Yeah, so the one
this
that we
is
just met.
Maybe the
Definitely
Kronos that
an
we
illusion,
know
guys.
isn't actually Kronos. It's someone.
Yeah, that's why,
pretending to be Kronos.
That's why he didn't recognize that he was wanted. It's because
Jeez.
he
But
actually
why-
doesn't
Ooh.
even
But
know
why
that.
doesn't Kronos age?
Ooh, some
Why doesn't
good
he age
memory you
then?
have, Peebus. I like that.
I'm so fucking smart.
Well,
I'm gonna go back in and
Mans,
ask her,
Mans can't
okay?
hold a conversation, but can remember every single.
let's go to the 17th. We'll tell Miss Thumble and
Well, you could.
I don't agree with that.
Why don't we just ask her fuck it about what she was talking to the guy? Could you tell us about the guy you were talking to in the hoods? In the robes, in the
Which
hood?
one?
the one that
The-
left
the one
whenever we
that,
got here.
Oh, not the first one?
Well, what did the first one look like?
Well, both of them were hiding their faces. I couldn't really tell. The first one seemed to, for some reason, he was carrying a very long, I guess a pole arm? Another gun? Seemed much more
Did
scary than the
Jackal Eyes
second
have
one.
that? Didn't he have some weird fucking gun shit
Wait,
going
so
on?
so it's like a spear, but with a gun on the end?
No, he had a really long pole arm, and he also had a revolver, it seemed, at his waist.
A
both very
revolver,
fancy.
and it looked like a pole? A long
Oh.
revolver?
No, there were two different weapons.
Oh, they're two separate objects.
Did you catch a glimpse of maybe his facial hair or his face?
Don't turn
No,
away.
he was really hiding his face. I saw maybe a little bit of the bump of his mouth, but I asked him. I said firstly I did not like talking to people who hide their face, and I like to look people in the eyes when I talk. But he said that I probably shouldn't look him in the eyes, which was very strange.
And what about the second one?
The second one showed up and was spouting some nonsense about how things have been so awful, and I shouldn't be stingy and I should accept help when it arrives. It'd be for the best to make things easier on myself. But what does that man know? If he really was offering me help, he should have offered it himself. I think if anything, he was probably working with those thugs. He just came back to mess with me.
Well, we'll come back. And unless does anyone else have anything to say before we
I think we should rest before we go get ourselves killed.
What time do
Well,
you want us to...
We
We
haven't got the
can't,
luxury of time.
I don't think we have the time just yet. Thankfully,
Oh.
we are
We can take a
going
short
to a
rest.
room. We
Did
are
we get
going
a short
to
rest
a
in
room.
the thing?
We should split the party.
If you guys take a short rest before you do anything, I'll give it to you. But I wouldn't say you guys actually have a short rest from all that stuff, because those were rather rambunctious. Short rest is just an hour. It'd be pretty easy to take short rest somewhere.
Guys, we are going to a room. So we could rest there.
What about we rest here?
What time do we have to meet the guy?
We rest before we put ourselves in danger to the illusion man.
Let's rest here. Because once we go to that room, that could be a trap for all we know.
Do you mean
It's better
that you're
safe than
going to
sorry.
sleep here, or what do you mean by rest?
Well, just for an hour. You know,
Oh,
We're just
Just-
gonna
just-
take a sit.
Okay, that's okay.
Have
Would you
your
guys
bed.
mind helping me clean up a little bit while you're doing that?
that's not really much of a rest now, is it?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
you
not
don't have
resting then, am I?
she looks at you. You could maybe
Sorry,
handle some
sorry.
easier
No
things.
pieces on the floor.
A little bit rude of me.
Is the
Don't know where
door
that came from.
locked?
Yeah, that you figure that part goes to upstairs.
This is so passive aggressive. That's not really much of a rest now, darling, is it?
I start cleaning up, because I'm a nice person. I don't like
I
coughing.
appreciate it.
You can meditate to rest. You're
As,
cheating.
Yeah, she's gonna allow you to stay here for an hour. You guys can talk to each other, talk to her, or talk clean up silently.
So, what did the man sound like? The one that was growling?
Is it? I don't know if I would like to do that, but if it's going to help you find him,
I think it would
No, you
help,
don't have
actually.
to. You don't have to.
No,
Go-
I
no,
think it
how
would
about
help,
you try to
honestly.
make the noises, and she'll tell you how it sounds.
Okay.
It's hot or cold.
Did it sound like this?
no, I think it was a little more growly.
I think it was more like.
Imagine kind of like a dog, but
Yeah, that was like a dog.
sick.
But scary.
Er.
Sick? Okay, well, I already sound ill.
No, I mean like sick, like sick cool.
Oh, like.
That's kind of
Like cool.
that's kind of good.
All right, so if I ever hear anyone going. I'll take a look.
Okay,
What did the slime weasel sound like?
like a slug and a weasel combined and saying perverted stuff.
It was like. Have sex with me.
Not quite like that. More about
Could
my
you
feet.
give me more about your.
Oh no, it's literally Leroy.
All
So
right,
he's
it's
rapping about your feet?
So it's like.
Can we time
Oh,
skip this
happened.
part? I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah, okay. Are you guys resting right now? Like anything else? Or?
Fuck. This is the most fun dialogue I've had the whole session.
What the?
This is great.
I don't
Leroy's
wanna listen to
RP
you talk
fucking-
about feet.
Top stone as if he can make autism noises.
Right. You guys do the rest. You guys have some casual talk, whatever. Clean up a little bit. It looks a little bit nicer.
I'm
You
upset.
get a short rest.
You can't fucking time skip me investigating.
Leroy,
This is
if
important.
she chose with you guys, she's gonna be with you guys for a while. Trust me. You have plenty of time. Okay. But
Well, this is an honest
what about now?
investigation for her own benefit. I'm not trying to get
It
anything.
took us a
out
year
of
to get
them.
here, Leroy. You're gonna have a whole year worth of sessions
get
to get
back.
back.
if she doesn't die.
It'll take less if I get a bug to fly us home.
All right. Yeah. You guys rest. What you guys up to? Everyone, please
We're
take a
gonna-
short rest too.
okay, short
so
rest.
be sure in your inventory to do short rest.
Take
Or in your sheet.
If
a
I
rest,
remember.
short rest.
You can use all the hit dice you want. If you have them, of course. Someone might have used some hit dice during that fight. I'm not sure.
I'm trying to use it.
So I see. Don't worry. After this, we're good.
Roll? Is that it?
Also,
it
with
just
this will
automatically heals
be
you? That's so fucking
this will be. We'll also call the session here. That's a pretty good stopping spot, I think. Short rest. You guys get ready to do your thing next week.
Didn't
you
wait. I don't think I rested.
We
You click rest and then you roll as many as you want, and then you click the rest button, and then you win.
It didn't work.
just make sure you
It
never
didn't
take
heal.
long rest, otherwise issue.
Did we lose exhaustion?
I don't know if you lose exhaustion.
It's
on
only
short
for long
rest.
rests.
Yeah, I think it's a long rest.
I didn't heal at all though.
Because you didn't roll your healing
No,
die.
you did roll. You might have to manually add it because some reason it seems it didn't add it to you. So just add what you
You have
rolled.
2 of 3 hit dice, so you could just click on
maybe-
the 2 next to your HP and just roll this.
Oh.
The-
Oh
the-
my god, I'm fucking stupid.
Oh, okay.
You're so silly.
Yeah,
I
you guys
rolled
can,
2 dice and then rested. Okay, but it gave me like all my health back.
I think
But
you
one hit
s-
die to recover 20. That
No, he
does
rolled two.
alright.
He rolled 2 hit dice.
Why does it say he did one?
I don't know.
We did it
That
so
was
fast.
earlier.
Okay,
It's
but
literally spelled
you
different.
guys can now rest and get your HP back. I think some of you, like the wizards, made it like a spell slot back, maybe. So make sure you. Just
I didn't
those
get any.
whatever. Well, I think it's a manual thing.
unfortunately.
You have to look in your inventory. I think it's like arcane recovery or something. So wizards, we use a witch may not do anything, but I think our wizard will. I don't know if anyone else has something like that. So please be sure to
Figure
check.
out how
Shit.
I
Anatoly
unfortunately do not.
And if there's any skills that come back on a short rest, make sure they do. But I don't know how many of you guys have any of
do I
those.
get my charm?
No, I think
refunded?
if you read it, I'm pretty sure that's like every.
It's on dawn.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
have to wait till dawn.
Is it dawn yet?
No, it's near nighttime. If anything.
And Mr. Fond, I'm not a wizard. I'm a necromancer.
Oh, true. Does Necromancer not have arcane
Very
recovery?
cringe of you, Fondy.
Does it not have? I just not.
Yeah, I'm just checking the.
Don't they have the same hit die though?
book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. Since you transferred from wizard to necromancer, I forget that some things you may have actually truly lost. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, great session. That was, I mean, kind of long. I did not expect this to be so long-winded. I thought you guys were going to already be past this point, but you know, big moment. You've met the tailor. Less of a big moment maybe for Damu because he's been only here half as long, but for the rest of you, have been here forever. Big moment. This is what you guys have been working for since session 1. Wow.
I was trying to rush us this entire fucking time, and it's still long-winded. What the hoop?
Well, you're trying to rush, and everyone else is
Because
like,
we
"We're
had
going
to get the cards too.
Fond acts like it's our fault when he put a fucking wall everywhere we went.
True. Dude, it's
the
like,
thing-
oh
okay,
my
the thing
god,
is-
you guys took so long. It removes 4 of
Okay,
your
okay.
limbs.
No, the thing is, I put a wall everywhere. I put like a wall in every direction, and you guys destroyed a wall, and then went the other direction, destroyed that wall, and then went back and forth. I'm like, oh, I just don't know.
Yeah,
Take
and we're
out
supposed
every
to just know how you think, pal. Like, well,
I really assumed you guys would be like, okay, well,
You
we're
gave
gonna
us
skip
you
this.
gave us the biggest wall of all in like the first session, and then 20 like 9 months down the road, we finally get to that wall, and it kills us.
That was not me. You guys messing with the. I really thought the loan shark was be
Right.
like a 5-minute introduction. Like, oh, hey, let's.
That is
we'll
not
have
at all
20...
the wall that I was talking about.
Oh, what wall are you talking about?
Yeah, that was
one that
you
killed
throwing the wall in
us?
front of us.
Oh, you mean the bomb? Oh, you mean that?
Yes. That-
Okay, in his
bomb was-
defense,
No one
we would have
investigated at
only
all.
died to that if we
Yeah,
were
that's
asleep
Fawn's
and we were
fault.
asleep. So
Yeah,
It
that's
is
what,
Fawn's
honestly,
fault.
Fawn. I can't believe you did that to us, you bastard.
I can't
That's
believe.
evil.
I cannot believe.
All
I
your
was
fault.
whenever I first made that item, I'm like, they're gonna be so suspicious of this. You guys look at it. Time chest. Is that a bomb? And you guys do a check. Don't roll very high. This is kind of normal where you're from, Kira, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is kind of a normal thing. We're not gonna think about this."
you know,
And you
where
guys don't
she's
think about
from,
it
she
forever.
fucking burned down the world tree. So.
No, it's from Dinva. It's a normal thing, like in the city she's from in Tradoy. Like people use time chest. Time chest does not equal bomb. However, this one did, and I was like, I can't believe they were so easy to believe this. Like, this isn't suspicious at all. And then it had the worst outcome imaginable, opening it while you were sleeping, which did
Fawn's
actually
fault.
kill you.
I didn't do
I
it.
like how that bomb triggered a war somehow.
That bomb ruined a lot. Oh, it didn't ruin, but changed many a thing. Which will be having effects coming
Not
up.
if I can help it.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
No need for that still. Just let that's we don't really need to do that until we get the tailor to where they're going, so I can actually use these. The
No.
you can still
Well, I'm
roll
gonna
them
do
if
it
you wish,
anyway.
but just so
I
you're
rolled
aware.
2 sixes.
I
Do I
don't-
win?
I don't understand what we possibly could have, like, what we didn't do in the most generic way possible in this session.
What?
Because, like, Afani's like, oh, we should have, like, I thought we'd be past here. And, like, we went the most
Well,
generic
the,
route possible. We literally went down the road, got card, went to Taylor.
I
Like,
did.
what did we do
Honestly,
wrong?
I forgot that we had to do the card thing. So I'm like, oh, this actually takes a while. Because I forgot you guys were going to go to the mayor. I'm like, oh, they're probably just going to skip the mayor thing since they have money now.
I feel like we could have just skipped getting cards altogether.
Probably until you came back
And
next
just talk
time.
to
But
her.
you know, it's probably best that you have them just in case. Yeah, magic money. Please keep up with your magic money. Probably in your inventory as an item or something, because you don't really have a money
And
slot for that.
we have
Did
like
you- how
the
much money did I
question
get?
mark
Yeah,
money
4.
thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe put in question mark, or I'll probably make you guys actual cards as items and give them to you. But for now, have not made that, and we'll probably keep them on that card when I do.
So,
Just a
so
reminder,
how
Benedict has
much
4
is
magic
like
money.
two gold in magic money? Is
It's the
just
same.
two
It just
magic money?
it equally transfers, so it'd be the same value. But it's probably just turns into it's silver doctrines. Just silver doctrines is the standard, so it'd be like 100.
Just so
For
we do
OMD, how much
100.
did I get? How much did we give me? Was it 8?
4. Yeah, 4.
I got 4.
So we would have
What is- what
200
is
magic
the-
money basically.
What
Magic
is
money,
CD?
yeah.
Okay.
CD is copper doctrine. ST is
Oh,
silver
I have
doctrine.
33. I didn't even know.
Oh.
Man, find
I-
random money in a shell. Like what the hell?
Well, I didn't know that this money like thing at the bottom of my sheet existed till now.
Oh, you would have gotten rid of that because we threw all our
Yeah,
cash
yeah. So that
on the
would
floor.
that would be gone.
Yeah.
No, he found it in Gretchen's flabs.
Oh, right.
Exactly.
Yay.
But I put 200 under the question mark. I hope that.
I thought it would
is
have been
just a
really
piece of
funny if every time we failed a check on that, we got enveloped in the fat.
I thought about it, but
It is like quicksand.
yeah.
That would have been really funny.
If you guys failed all of them, it may have been you just became part of Gretchen forever.
We get to play Gretchen mech.
You guys become one of her heads.
Yeah, I
Which
don't
is
have
like 4 of them.
arcane recovery. I
I
only
see,
regain my
unfortunately.
spell slots at long rest. Oh well. I mean, I have like thralls and stuff. I have a bunch
The
of other
thing
stuff.
is-
So
At least Dom gets all of his stuff back on a short rest. Warlock's favorite dream.
yeah.
I can't fight, but it's okay.
Chahaha.
Ratio.
So anyway,